Welcome to Meadowbrook Members Podcast. I am Jelly, otherwise known as Glester Prince, and my co-host is Hitchcock, otherwise known as Alfred Henry. Our mission on this podcast series is to explore the stories behind the magic that was created at Meadowbrook. When over a span of 4 years, between 1982 and 1986, we saw the transformation of a small coeducational school with less than 1,200 students, 800 boys, 800 girls and 400 boys into a successful sports and scholastic champion, winning 7 major trophies, 3 Sunlight Cup, 2 Topping Cup, 1 Walker Cup, and 1 Nutriment Shield. And to crown these achievements, Meadowbrook also produced 2 Rhodes Scholars, Cavell Creighton in 1987 and Andrea Wright in 1989, both graduates of Meadowbrook in 1983. In this podcast series, we'll be speaking to persons, both males and female, who were actively involved in this incredible journey, along with friends and staff at Meadowbrook, which inspired the environment which created this golden era. We hope you enjoy our discussion. Please give us as much support and encouragement as you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. Welcome and thanks for joining us. All right, ready? So remember to like, share, and subscribe these Meadowbrook Members podcasts so neither you nor your friends will miss another Meadowbrook conversation. Thanks. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Today is Wednesday, May 17, 2023. I welcome back to another conversation about Meadowbrook members. Me as usual, Jelly, our Glester, our Lance, and any one of those names will do. Our Prince. As you don't know, anyone of them names will do. Joining me as co-host today is one and only Donovan Thomas, or Dante, or Ted Greg. Any one of those names will do for him. And I describe him as the best night watchman ever come on Meadowbrook, because since him step in as night watchman for our Meadowbrook members conversation, him not give him wicked. As a matter of fact, one of my good friend, Wayne Fuller, said to me that when me and Ted Greg got the wicket, we must make a whole heap of runs. So you must go back and listen to Ted Greg podcast on episode number 5, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe while listening to Ted Greg, Meadowbrook members, in his own words. Our guest today don't need no introduction to me, because he comes from the elite group of people who live at Pembroke and went to Meadowbrook. I know we have the Hills Posse, where we give a whole heap of credit for them contribution to our beloved Meadowbrook. But the Pembroke massive include the best footballer who ever come on Meadowbrook, Milton Wills, and the first man who ever win gold medal for Meadowbrook at champs, Jeffrey Walters. So, just the mere fact, say, our guest tonight and I come from Pembroke, we always claim special ownership for them 2 great athletes there, who used to inspire me on the football and on the track and field. Personally, because we know them personally, because that's how Pembroke used to roll in the 1970s. We and Dingo Wills and Jeffrey Walters and the guests, we are good friends. I walk from Meadowbrook every day, so I know nothing. Our guest tonight started Meadowbrook in 1973, and that is 1 year before I started. And his incoming class was the first Meadowbrook to introduce the C-Stream, and I'm going to talk to him about that. He was active in the Cadet Corps, later the ISCF, the Inter-Schools Christian Federation, and he said he had a special relationship with Warren Cuthbert Tabb. And I don't know if Cuthbert was Tabb's real middle name, or our guest had a special relation made him give the principal Mr. Tabb or that name. But without further ado, our guest is here to tell him more Meadowbrook stories. So Meadowbrook members, welcome Martin Brown to the conversation, and enough evening me and Martin and the rest of the Pembroke crew, Dragon Miller and my brother Massive, take the walk from Meadowbrook to Pembroke. Introduce yourself here, Martin. Introduce yourself, my brother.
Yes. Bless up to everybody that is here, to yourself and to all of the listeners that will be listening to this podcast, Yes, from Pembroke to Meadowbrook, and we used to walk. We used to walk that journey, go through the gully. Yes, and when gully come down, we take Purity, right, Lance?
Yeah.
We take Purity round.
Kind of bridge over there at the time, no.
No bridge was there. At Akiwak.
Yeah.
So that was the drama. Sometimes gully would have come down when you walk and you realize you can't cross. So you have to just take back what that now. Valentine Drive.
Valentine,
Go
where the
up to
43 bus
Riddles
run. Yeah,
Road.
man. Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And then cut back on Riddles Road and then walk up to Meadowbrook Avenue.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that I had some of my best years was at Meadowbrook. Best years. Most of my friends that I still have today are from Meadowbrook. And of course, Lance, we come from Permacal still, so you don't know that go.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Um,
I would say elite massive come from Pembroke or go to Meadowbrook, man. But just call it that two man them name. Yes.
yes, man. And bless up to the man them. Bless up to Dingo, Jeff. Bless up to Patrick, your brother. Bless up to all of the people them that might hear this conversation,
Yeah, man.
So, boy, let's go, Virgin. Anytime you're ready,
Yeah, man.
you just shoot and me your answer.
Me make Dante introduce himself. Introduce yourself, my brother Dante.
Yeah, man. Well, a part of the Hills Massive originally with Meadowbrook time. But, however, everyone know me, Dante Tegre. I tend to be in touch or, at least conversant with most of the Meadowbrook people from all eras, actually. I try to keep in touch. And the fact is, after leaving Meadowbrook, I ended up, getting in a close to the Pembroke
Link.
Pembroke link,
Nice.
In fact, you mentioned Lego Mills.
Yeah.
I ended up playing Masters League with him.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So marvelous still because Pembroke never have a side, but it was basically the Pembroke and Marvelly crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But good for me, man, Zion, and we look forward to the conversation.
Yeah, man.
Martin,
Love that, Bridget. Love that.
You sound like a man of my own upbringing. So we look forward.
Yeah, man. Troublemaker school.
Yeah.
It want to come up for one man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Me I tell you, we don't even start that because remember Monday morning it was Tarp used to call Rattigan and he used to call some other man. I know so my name was called.
All the while, yeah.
On the regular. On the regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're getting at that, man. We're getting at that.
All right.
Thank you, man. But by now, you don't know, Martin, the first question we always ask anybody who come on the conversation, did you choose Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook choose you?
Man. Nah, man. Meadowbrook chose me, man. I hope we can even bring some change to all of them something there because they're back in them time them used to print your name in the Gleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Who pass and tell you which school you go and all of them things there. And it was a big trauma in my life because my name was not found in the Gleaner. Not even in the headlines. You understand? Not even in the sports section or the comics. When that time come, my name was just not found. And I was thinking all type of thing, I have to go junior secondary and all them thing there. But subsequently my father, who was part of my tutorship, he went to the Ministry of Education and they gave him some apology letter say there are some names that were left out. And my name was one of the one them left out. But at that time, we couldn't get no school. And they assigned me to Meadowbrook because we were closer to Meadowbrook than even Calabar.
Mm-hmm.
So them just assigned me to that and we just had to go to Meadowbrook.
Mm-hmm.
So I originally chose KC and Calabar like most of the youth them down in them that time,
Mm-hmm.
So Meadowbrook chose me, really.
Mm-hmm. So you never know about Meadowbrook before at all then, Martin?
Never know about Meadowbrook. Never know about Meadowbrook, period. Period.
You never know if there's a community named Meadowbrook?
No, sir. I only didn't know Evendale, To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I only didn't know Evendale.
Yeah.
But me never know Meadowbrook at all, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That was a eye-opening experience. Because we had to now leave from Permacal and find this place. 2 Meadowbrook Avenue.
Yeah,
you know?
2A, a man tell me what they Martin. 2A.
2A. All right, you see it? You see it.
Dear brother, to correct
Yeah.
me what they Dante. It's a 2A jelly.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's 2A. It's 2A.
Yeah, man, right. Come here, that's the number 2 to Martin. A man, correct me. A man podcast come up about last week. Yeah, this week, as a matter of fact, for you man play. Yeah. You man some other people. Yeah.
2A.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead, Dante.
Not that it really matters still, because I realize some of the most what you call it now, committed Meadowbrook are people who regard Meadowbrook as being a significant part of them life. Never really chose Meadowbrook.
No.
It's that I've been learning on this podcast doing it, Jelly.
You a lot of truth.
Sorry about that.
No problem,
So,
no problem. We'll take care of that, man. Don't worry about that at all. Them technical thing there. We edit out them thing of Dante.
Cool. So the question really was, you say, which school you chose?
Well,
When you took the exam?
let me say, Calabar and KC is what I
Calabar and
chose for.
KC. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Calabar and KC.
Yeah, early 70s. Those were the schools
Them that only two school man know about that all.
Everybody know about.
Yeah, but wait a second, Dante,
man.
before the computer leak out was you know, say enough man don't choose Meadowbrook and end up loving Meadowbrook a certain way. That's it.
End up loving Meadowbrook, committed to Meadowbrook. In fact, some of the
Best time of my life, man. Best time of my life.
Yeah.
Meadowbrook High School, that. Yeah.
And all of them that I have spoken to say, if them had a choice again, them would have choose Meadowbrook.
Yeah.
With hindsight, yes. I would have chosen Meadowbrook.
Yeah, they may get that feeling that to Dante is like, enough man never chose it, but it's like them not have no regrets in Meadowbrook chose it.
No regrets at all.
Yeah. So Martin, when you come on the campus then, you come on the first day you come on the campus, I had to visit the campus before school start. Tell me how that go.
Well, first things first, me and my old man now have to find where the school was.
Yeah.
And so, you know, in care we go up there and then we find that this is where it is, and I immediately start to identify bus route and all of them things there. You know? And so we had to go before opening day, because if we never do that, we wouldn't know where to go. I wouldn't know where to go.
You and him would have lost. Can't know what they
That's why we would have lost. And the thing about it is that the first time we go the long way. We go round
Boulevard
go up on Reddles Road, Boulevard, Reddles Road, and drive down the whole of Reddles Road.
I could have bet that.
And then, yes, man.
Yeah, man. So I can see that happening, Martin. If you don't know the school, you're gonna take the main road where you know, so boy.
The main road with the pan.
Yeah.
The old man did have a map, and it always said that Reddles Road. Although we know now that Reddles Road turn and go to the foot of the hill.
Yeah.
And then I think that I start and drive down from McCall.
No,
there's
that's
a road that
Nightsdale Drive.
Nightsdale right
Drive.
There, start right there and end up at Meadowbrook Avenue. So that is how I found out how to get to Meadowbrook.
Cause you're right, man. I think say Meadowbrook, Redditch Road goes straight into Meadowbrook, but I don't know at all. You're right, Martin. No. Yeah, man. I said the map and I think say one road, but the road changed. Yeah,
man.
So when your father reached out of school, what was the impression you get out of school?
Why? To be honest with you, my father they got firing, you know. So I'm just glad that we get into a school for the summer, for the September. You know. So why? That was the last resort, because he would have not been around, you know, and things. I'm just glad. So after a while, we did just glad too, because at least we have got school. And when I go junior secondary, you understand?
Yo, man.
High school instead of junior secondary.
Yeah, man, not secondary at the time, at junior secondary, no, it doesn't.
Junior secondary.
Yeah, man, because the man them used to say, boy, anybody when I go junior secondary, then don't.
Yeah,
You
man.
understand? Then there was a certain, no, let us put it this way. There was a certain stigma attached
Yeah, man.
There was.
to
It
to
was, and
Definitely.
it's a wicked thing going on, Martin.
junior
When I look back on
secondary.
it all the years later, it's a wicked thing them they do, you know.
It's a wicked thing. It's a hurtful thing,
Yeah,
man.
man. Me not laugh,
It's a
but
hurtful thing.
listen. China come on the program, man, and China joke and I say jelly. I don't know if I'm on the program, man, man. Yeah, on the program, I say, you know, so the worst thing when I go to high school is a man see with that, and we call it a secondary girl. And him not,
man.
and him
Real.
now I say girl,
Real.
you know what I'm gonna say now? Me not gonna disrespect the girl, that's what all.
Yeah.
Cause you know the funny thing about it, my wife got Pembroke secondary, you know. You see me I said to you?
Well,
Yeah, man.
you see it. You see it. Look at that.
Right,
Eh?
Martin.
Look at that.
So I have to make sure to talk about that in the comment. I want a man think some boy lands at the secondary people. But my wife, who was 38 men are married because a Pembroke secondary she went to. You see me I said to you
Wow,
that?
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
May I have a couple things in common? My wife went to Pembroke as well.
Oh, really, Dante? Me never know that,
But
yeah?
I think it probably was I them time there, but she went to Pembroke.
Yeah, it was Pembroke. Okay, I got you, man.
Yeah.
Why? And we used to live at Permacal, so anytime we used to drive fast to school, you know, you used to see big old sign, junior secondary.
Junior secondary,
You
yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, and until, well, it was a very traumatic time. So, you know, we made enough change at Jamaica now, no? You see that whole name thing there, where you put their name in a green and all them something there. Them thing that is traumatic for kids who with no fault of their own. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Them name never come. Them pass the exam, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But them name never get printed for whatever the reason is.
Yeah.
You understand? And then think they must cause trauma for them youth, them man. Mm-hmm. Man.
I don't know.
As a youth to pass through them trauma, them me stand up for anybody like that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if them still that Dante, you know if them still that print the people them name in the paper.
No. And nowadays them don't really have them not really everything at high school now. So it's just a matter of getting into one of the elites high school. Yeah. So what them do is them send a list to the school.
Oh.
Them send a list to the school.
So the school reach out. The school themselves reach out.
Yeah, the school tell the kids them where them.
I got you. So like everybody say them go to high school, but some go to traditional high school and some
go traditional and some
non-traditional.
Right.
Yeah. Me not go use the elite and non-elite. I use traditional.
Yeah.
Non-traditional.
Yeah. Some of the non-traditional high schools are pretty well doing.
Well, yeah, because also Martin with girl champs are there.
No, man. Idle,
right.
It's a non-traditional high school.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, Idle was Coney Park when I grew up. The school never did.
Yeah, man.
Right.
It was Coney Park.
Right. Coney Park, that.
Right, out of Ferry, Martin. Right, no, Ferry. A Ferry we call it so.
A police station, that's all.
Yeah,
exactly.
A Ferry when Jimmy Cliff met a movie there, how they come when the man, am I right, park on the bike? Same way, same place out there, so yeah, man.
Same place.
Yeah, so you come to Meadowbrook no matter what impression you get at Meadowbrook when you look on the campus the first are them not, you just glad to go to school them not think about nothing at all. I know.
Well, me just glad, you know. Me just glad, but because of the late start, right?
Yeah.
When my name now reached to Meadowbrook, all of the class them did already have one, because Meadowbrook did only have 1A and 1B, you know, back in them days.
Yeah, I remember that. Patrick go a 1A and 1B, right? And Patrick started the year before. Patrick started 72.
Patrick started 1 year before me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And that is the thing too. So now Meadowbrook now to Minister of Education now add on a C stream now to take, it seemed to me at that time, all of the strugglers. You know what I mean?
The late comers them like yourself.
Yes. All of the misfit them and the strugglers. You know? And them start. So me and man like a youth named Gary Chin. Big up yourself, Gary Chin.
Yeah, man. Big him up. I see him on Facebook all the while. Yeah. Big
up Gary. And man like him brother Carl, man like certain man, you know, at the C stream we start. You know?
So,
and me get the... Yeah,
now you ask if you're Marlon good in the same class.
Yeah, man, goody. Yeah, you mean from UNN.
UNN, and leave and go George after a while, I think. Yeah, him leave and go George after a while. Yeah.
So So we start out the C stream, and apparently we get some of the C stream teacher them. In
Okay.
other words, we never get no prime teacher, you know. What I may tell you, it never seemed like we get the teacher them, and this is what I understand years after. We get the teacher them where like just I leave teaching college and
I got
you know, them not too
whenever I get
them
the
not
expert
too
teacher them. Okay, I got you.
yeah. Yeah, we get some teacher like Miss Nita, Melanie Nita.
And she just left Meadowbrook too. She used to come Meadowbrook.
She just leave Meadowbrook the year
Yeah.
the year before. And top get a job. You know? And so, you know, them the drama there, you know. So we struggled through because it looked like it was just focused on them, you know, people that they were ready for. Yeah, that's what it sound like that.
I think what we're saying, Martin. Remember, it's like, you know, it looked like and them probably never will admit this, you know. Ministry of Education come on under pressure and say them have to find more space for some of the youth them. Like where your father go down there. And them get a whole heap of for going to the high school them. And guess what? Meadowbrook probably never have no teacher for teacher classroom them, Martin.
It's
never
true.
prepared for
It's true.
So and maybe I'm not Meadowbrook alone, you know, but maybe Meadowbrook we can't talk about Meadowbrook and then talk how to find teachers now. So them go to bright student from sixth form and say, yeah, we need to come back and teach, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Look like that top, Martin.
true.
Look like that top. Yes. Yeah.
But you know, I mean, that is something again. You said earlier that you want something to change in terms of the traumatization of the kids them with the printing and names.
Trauma.
But you know what is one of the things though, you know, the traditional high schools have the best teachers.
No, that is the thing.
And they get the brightest kids.
Yeah.
And then them expect that these other schools,
non-traditional one them, yeah.
Non-traditional, are going to get people to
perform.
You know,
I did non-traditional. No, you bring up a valuable point, Dante, because you know why? I mean, as I say, no, you can't change the name of the school. You have to put quality teachers and you have to mix quality. But them not that at all. I fool them, I try to fool the people, Martin, but we there for call them out, you know.
You have to put resources.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because Pembroke could be a traditional powerhouse, you know, if them give them the quality resource and the quality teacher.
Absolutely.
A mixed quality student, a wide cross-sectional student, instead of, as I said, Martin, I put C-stream student, like what them do up at Meadowbrook when you're going at the C-stream at the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And treat them like C-stream.
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
We were C-stream. Me I say this, and all of the man them who in my class, man like Carl Chin and Gary Chin and Jeffrey Walters, them the streets we are aware. But Jeff was stock star from Port Farm. You understand what I'm saying? Him get a certain kind of privilege. But that is the thing that I think that was crippling for some of the youth them, you know, coming to Meadowbrook during that season. Because we did kind of know, as long after we kind of know, because in our class there was bright kids that you kind of wonder what them are doing at the C stream. You understand what I'm saying? And then you had some other kids that were obviously struggling. You understand? So it's them little things there where I mean I love if certain little things can change if those things are still in practice. You know? In Jamaica.
Remnant side still there, yeah?
Yeah, man. The older man the non-traditional high school, we can't see that. So what's some of the other money? Me call Carl and Gertrude. Me never remember say Gertrude have a brother named Carl. Him still about?
Yeah, man. Him about, man.
But true.
And man like Robert Scott, man like a good portion of him, man.
Burger Yata,
No, not Robert Scott, you know, because in the day a Patrick here.
Oh, okay, that different, different Scott. That, Burger Road,
Patrick here.
Oh, you have another Robert Scott in your year?
Yeah, man, they did in my year.
Yeah.
And some other little man they did in our and I found that they never know in hindsight, which is 2020, you realize so they never really give you the teacher. It's like They never really give them the good up teacher them. You know what I mean? Then they kind of give we some of the teacher them where, while I see streaming and it's like a minister send them picnic come here, so we have to just put a teacher over there.
Yeah, some young
You know
teacher
what I mean?
want to have an experience. Yes. Yeah. I got you.
Absolutely.
I got you, Martin. I got you. And because it was the first year of the C stream, I could have seen they must struggle with that.
Yeah, man. The first year of the C stream.
And you said something earlier, and it started late. So how late you went to school? What year? What time of the year you went? School started September. When you actually turn up at school?
Well, all right. You remember the Gleaner thing come out like what the last school usually start on September 2nd. I don't know if you remember them days there. If it starts on a Monday, at them time. So like the couple months, like 2 weeks before it would have come out and you don't know which school you're going and all of them things there. But like me say, it was a process because when they don't say my name, them send me over to Permacal at the time junior secondary. And to do the entrance test over there, and even get a class over there name. I was going to be put in 7, because it was late, right? We going at 7-4, but we never went to a class over there now.
You must assign it to 7-4. Yeah.
They must assign me to 7-4.
Yeah.
And then my old man said, "Nah, man, with all of the work when me do with this youth, this youth must come fast, come on entrance, man." You know what I mean?
You're going to do that secondary. No.
Him not, and my old man never want that because they're in a bridge, you want to send your people them go academic high school, you don't want to send them even go to field school. Or
you didn't want to send them go stats or KT, Martin. No.
And the funny thing about it is, my old man was an engineer and a KT himself. You understand?
But him not saying you go KT.
No, I'm not want to go KT start. No want to go down that way there. Because he say downtown and him say, "No, man, you know why we down there." So.
Yeah.
So when we get to Meadowbrook now, everybody did kind of know which class them did in. I never know something there. Everybody did, when me go in, everybody did kind of know where them did supposed to there and all of them things there. So I started it a little bit later, probably like the week when school start. Me probably get there like probably the Wednesday. If school start Monday.
Man done seasoning already because he's really a late comer to write it. Because you get a sign.
Yeah, man. Because remember, a secondary, they want to send me.
You get a sign and get all a name and a classroom over secondary. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Me get to Meadowbrook night like the middle of the week.
Yeah. Someone done seasoning already and all the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, but instantly, one me a virgin. All of the man them from Permacal, like Jeff. You understand? Every man, and Patrick, when you know Patrick, one from Permacal, everybody used to play ball and things from Permacal. So we didn't know them people there.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's the journey where we did upon. So boy, first farm was
so the 3-story block you'd go upon because that alone is there as a class.
Yeah, the 3-story block. Yes, man. Before them build on them new thing there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, what's your name did in your class, Martin? Nelly Nicholson.
Nelly, yes. No, Nelly did a 1B, I think.
Oh, Nelly in a 1B. Okay, I got you. So, Nelly in a different stream than you completed her at. But
yeah, 1B, different class. Same floor, because them used to have, when you go up on the first floor at the 3-story building, the first class was 1A, was 1A, 1B, and then 1C down at the back near the
bathroom.
Near the toilet. Yeah,
yeah, Martin, remember me coming here after I'm going to 1B, so I'm in the bigger class. Yeah, you're right.
You're in the middle class. Yeah, man. So we used to hold up and I hold up for things you so boy, I tell you, anyway, as youth,
Yeah, man. It was 1C right beside the bathroom or the toilet as a bathroom.
We call it toilet, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
So that three-story block was the only block in the school at the time, no?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That and the library.
the
The
library and the
library they
physics
did it.
lab and the physics, the lab
And the
them.
physics
Physics
lab they
lab.
did it so too.
But
Yeah.
no other classroom ever did matter. That's a three-story block with a three class. But yeah.
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 Yeah, if I remember, you know.
Yeah. So what's some of the
And
teachers?
I
Yeah, go ahead, Martin. Go ahead.
and why some of them thing that you see when you tell all the youth now and you put all the youth in all them class there, you know, and you give the teacher them that was not professional teachers class. You know, you automatically going to end up with a discipline problem.
Yeah, man. I can't see that.
And 1C was a class that it riddled with discipline issues. We did have a student where boxed down one of the teacher them. You understand? But that was in second farm, either second farm or third farm. You understand? But the whole we go from 1A, 1B, you know, 1A, 1B, 1C, 2C, 3C.
Yeah.
And
All C stream all the way up. Right.
all the way up.
Yeah.
You understand? And it's only when you used to score over 90 for your final, they would have give promotion and you could have got to
a B stream.
like the B class or the A class. You know? And because of in my estimation, because of them something there, we did have some very serious discipline problem, man. Because we used to have some youth where now me understand because, you know, we're looking at it now through lens of intelligence. Most of them youth, they did probably all suffer from ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, all of them things there. You understand? But because they were not equipped for it.
Yeah, the
you understand?
never ready for it at all. Yeah.
No, they never ready for it, man. They never ready for it.
Because it's like the C stream just throw upon them immediately. So
yeah.
when you get introduced to Mr. Top very early then, the C stream.
Brethren, me and Warren was on first name basis, man.
So what
on first farm.
It sounds like a spanner.
Yeah, man. Well, Spanner couldn't angle with us, brethren. Me I tell you. Spanner really never really deal with us. She used to deal with the girl them cause the girl them used to bring it to Star. So
remember another girl in that class, Martin? Another girl remember in that class?
Why?
What's your name they did in that class? Peaches never in that class.
Who?
Remember Peaches? Taylor.
Peaches, no. Peaches never in that. Them in a B stream, I think.
Peaches used to play netball. Yeah.
The people them that I remember so much about first farm, but you know, but in a first farm, me get training from first farm to fifth farm. I tell you that from now.
Yeah,
Make we just put that out there. Make we just put that in the space out there. You understand? And special arrangements had to be made for my stay at Meadowbrook. You know?
Okay.
Special arrangements.
Yeah.
You know?
So hold on, Cuthbert a top big name for true?
No, man, Cuthbert is his first name. When you used to see him signature, because you know, so we used to fake him signature, right?
Yeah.
It was C-W top.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
A Cuthbert, then when you know, a Cuthbert him name, man, so that's why he never even the two like, because Warren Top, him used to tell people saying,
yeah, so remember that. When you say it, remember the CW for true Martin. That's why I used to sign him name, CW top.
Man.
Yeah.
And we'd have a virgin in my class that was, you know, early in his career of forgery. You understand? That you used to all give yourself all day off, you know, because Top used to write note on the board and sign him signature, right?
Yeah.
And because him office used to there wrong at the front and thing and him walk come
up. Yeah, man, in assembly all there. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right, because they never really have a whole heap of teacher still to cover all of the subject that we have to do. We spent a lot of time by ourselves, you know.
Okay.
In the early days, you know.
Okay, so really short to teach. They really catch Meadowbrook was caught off guard with your stream, Martin, the first year of the C stream.
Absolutely. And because we had this intimate relationship with Cuthbert, Warren Top. We have a brother named Benji, Warren Wright. You understand?
Yeah.
Who used to sign, there will be no classes today, and sign top name. You understand?
On paper.
On the board.
On the board.
No, on the board. Till all one time top come and see him signature and have to look on it 2 times. Serious. Serious. Big and serious, Lance. A real top me again.
Yeah. The man was so
You
good.
understand?
In a first farm, the man so good, Martin.
The man, good man. We used to sign up some things, you know. And boy, first farm was a revelation. You know, it was a revelation. And we realized that boy, some of the man they would lose them in a second farm because the bright one them used to get promoted to the A stream and the B stream.
Yeah.
I used to left the dregs them down a bottom.
Then I see streams.
No.
Yeah.
Right. No, I happen to be a part of the dregs crew.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And we have whole heap of issues, man. And so we had to certain little things that we extended ourselves in was like games and all of them things there. Like you would have some classes would I get games period, say one period, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you see, because they never had no teacher for our next period, we'd get 2 period of games together.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to do at the top field, I run up and down and thing and then go back to class.
I know, I just said that, Martin, don't cut it. I just said that. You're right, you know, when you just come to Meadowbrook, when we go to Meadowbrook, you know, are 2 different things we used to call it, you know, Dante. It was games and PE, like a separate thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. In PE was like the actual physical education, like the stretching and all, with and games. Actually, a play of sport.
Games different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man, they separate that. When Martin bring it up, then I remember it's the true Martin. You have games period and you have PE period. Yes. Yeah.
No,
more time we
never have that at all.
Yeah, more time we never have no evening teacher, so we all get our games from lunch until a time to go home. You know?
Yeah, so they're on the top field.
We're up on the top field and them thing there, and it never happened often, but it will happen like every month. It will happen like 2 times.
Yeah.
Because
we're not a teacher at all. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not a teacher, so them just make us stay out there, you know.
Yeah.
And we play games until. You know.
So the first time you get Keenan from top, what the first time you get Keenan? What the first time you have a visit Cuthbert office now?
You see that now. You really want me to go down tonight now, you know. I'm not afraid me. Go down tonight. So hear this now. Let me also have a thing, right? We're in a first farm, you know. If you get 4 detention, you get a caning.
Yeah.
If you get 4 detention for the week, you know, And Bridget me all rack up all 6 all detention, you know. You see, all when we used to leave, detention used to be in a 1 year. If you remember.
Yeah, man.
After school done, right? 1 year, you used to just sit down in there for the hour.
The detention room, yeah.
Yeah. And me used to stay there till when Mr. Mac already for lock up, you know. You understand? Because the teacher them was there. Some used to get like the first time I get when I get 4 detention. I'm afraid now, you know, because I know me know now say after 4 detention you have to go at top. You know? I used to get detention for, you know, give mischievous in a class and do all, you know. Yeah, used to carry lighter and hot up man chair.
Yeah, man, me used to do that, man.
The metal chair them. Yeah. I used to put mirror upon with shoes. And look
man.
All right. Okay. and so me get 4 detention now. And then usually now is the week following now you get caning.
Yeah, okay.
You know? So me was always a big youth in a school, you know.
Yeah.
And so top now, you know, he used to lead worship in the morning. Cause you know, so Meadowbrook is a Methodist school.
Yeah.
And he used to lead worship. Some teacher used to lead the worship, and he usually have one prayer book where him pray out of. And read it and then done. And then right after that, you know, him used to have a little style when him used to put him hand over him nose and mouth and draw in.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you know?
man. Yeah, man. Yes.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then him used to say, I would like to see immediately after prayers. Remember them days there?
Yeah, man. If I call out the name, man, you know, say, you forgot top office. Yes.
I know, say, me have forgot top office.
Yeah.
You know?
If I call out in the front.
Time,
Yeah.
The first time now we go down I'm office. Well, we go I'm office now and the little lady they were usually in at the front, the birthday part there. So.
Oh, Miss Smith, you attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Miss Smith used to, when we go there now, you know, because I'm afraid in the bridging, because I never know if you may have road me out of school or what.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And then him come, me have to sit down in front of Miss Smith there until him deal with now. And it used to hard in a start because the man them who go in before me, you used to hear the door lock and you see wah!
That's what I wonder.
Yeah, man. The first farmer, man.
I hear that, yeah.
I hear that, Bridget, and I say, what is no, sir? You know? And the man, them come out and, you know, so we not cry, because you don't know, you can't cry and go back in class.
No.
You have to tough that out. You have to tough that out.
Yeah.
So the man called me, you know. Yeah, man, the man called me, you know, and say, him understand, say, me get 4 detention in a 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
No, me they get, I think, 6 that week there. But him say him going to deal with me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And him said to me, say, the conversation wasn't that long. Him just said, okay, Brown, put your hands on the seat of the chair. You understand? And bend over. How do you? So, the first caning me get, right? Are the one where me learn from. Me learn now so that when you get in trouble and you get caning, don't wear 1 punch go to school. You understand? But me I tell you, say top the difference, you know. Because you say top, I'll lick him know how it sound when it licks skin, you know, when the cane licks skin, you know.
1 punch,
you know.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, I'll take off the extra pants you have on, you know. I know, say, I just block it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
The man deal with my man, and why I'm a ball in a star, but me dry my eye before me reach the 3-story building, you know, and start screw my face and thing, you know.
Like a bad man.
And yeah. And them time that me used to like it still, cause it make me all miss all a good 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Yeah, kind of on the class. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, man, we used to go in and then every man want to find out, how it go, man? How it go? I'm saying, I know nothing, man. I know nothing. Yo, it's easy, man. You know? Easy.
You can't make the man know say soft out that already. You're mad.
You can't make the man know say, start beating, you go cry, you know?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
No, man. Crying thing, yeah. Especially if you and some other man. If you're alone in there, you could have cry and...
Yeah. Like me, I come down the stairs now, you know. I about 3 drops come out of my eye. But I'm more like, it wasn't because it did hurt, you know. It's more like you kind of relieve. You just relieve, say it's over.
Yeah. The nervousness, Martin, yeah.
Yeah, man. You just relieve that it is over.
Yeah.
I tell you, Bridget, it was traumatic.
So, let me ask you something, Martin. The girl, them never used to get caning.
No, them used to deal with Spanner, you know. I don't know what Spanner used to make them do. Spanner was the one them who deal with the girl, them. You know?
Can you know some
I don't know.
Spanner cane, you know?
Spanner used to cane too?
Yeah, man. Spanner cane me already, man.
Oh, you really tell me now? This is news to me.
Spanner cane me and all me and Shane.
So when you get caning, well, I keep telling him get caning, Martin. Where you get caning?
Where you get caning?
We get caning bend over same way and we get caning in our hand. We have a correction to, you know, when I say I play with Diego Mills, I never that I think they, you know. His name Milton What Milton name again, man? That the friend guy will play for Jamaica too.
Oh, okay, and a dingo
He
will
play
the
with
attack. Okay, okay.
and
And
a
a dingo
dingo.
yata.
And
Yeah.
a dingo.
Yeah.
But it's a Pembroke man too.
Mm-hmm.
Pembroke man. I remember him name, you know. Him name Mills.
Okay.
What's his name? Yeah, man. But him play for Jamaica. A man who play for Jamaica.
Yeah,
One of the
yeah,
youngest
yeah,
youth
yeah,
who play
yeah.
for Jamaica. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But we're not afraid to talk that. But that one, but Martin said a while ago, what did that one?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Do, please.
No, man.
Please.
Me have been covered, man. Make a note that, man. I'm listening them over before. When me know, when me have certain man I come on, like me know say, you know what, Lance, the man I'll give me editing work, you know, so don't worry yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
But man who used to, you see, because me used to get enough detention now, me and a man named Christopher Senior, which was
Bye-bye.
Dookie. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Something I see stream
Me and
too?
the man there. No, in the day at the B stream. But you see, because me used to read to him like late. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And the man they used to live at Meadowbrook over the watchman. Oh.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna ask Dante if you know him. Dante, you didn't know the ground, not the groundsman, the man in charge of the school. What do you call him? The caretaker for the school. Mr.
Caretaker.
Yeah,
man.
Do you remember him?
Yeah, man.
Mr. Senior?
Yeah, man.
Honorable Duke, that man.
Honorable,
yeah,
yeah,
man. I know him, man.
What forget my honorable mention, man. I film son Martin at that man. Bye-bye. Christopher Senior. Yeah. Yeah, man.
I
remember
man
the man. Yeah, man.
Now.
Yeah.
When the man is solid till now, because him turn Christian just the same time when he did turn Christian down in a ISF. So we did get closer that way there. But there was a big journey before.
You want to get into
ISF.
that? I'll get into that. Come on, know that journey to go do. Me definitely want you that worker. Me never have know you. Me just know you from Promocall. I never know the journey as a tough transition from one extreme to the other. But
yeah, man.
Yeah. Say that about Mr. Senior, you know, and bye-bye. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Me and Bye-bye them, because Bye-bye used to play every sport. That's how me remember.
Listen, hold on. As you call him name, let me tell Dante, Bye-bye are one of the most multi-talented sportsmen ever come to Meadowbrook. Him could have played cricket.
I tell you.
Him could have bowled leg spin. Him could have played football, table tennis. Yeah, man. I'm not talking about play for the school, you know, Dante. I'm not talking about those, you know. The man was good enough to play. Every one of them sports at the courts are Manning Cup and senior level. That's how good Bye-bye was.
Yes.
I'm big him up to Martin. I'm big him up. Christopher Senior.
Big up my virgin.
Reach out to him, you know. I tell him to come on, but after I'm here to say no, you can reach out to him and tell him, boy, I'm to come to Ireland. So yeah, because I love him.
Yeah, man, never reach out to him, man, because I know say you did interview Erta and Paulette too.
Yeah, right.
Samuels and Erta Bogie.
Yeah, man,
never make him know,
man. I love talk to him, man, because I love one hear about his mother and father, man. Mr. and Mrs. Senior, because Mrs. Senior was a member of the auxiliary staff of the school too. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that is how me and him now get to be friends, and we get promoted now from first farm, within a second farm, you know, and then me and the man get to be friends, but we realize now that Meadowbrook was not a very prominent school when it came on to inter-school sporting events. We was like a beaten stick back in them days. The man used to drop all 14. I think Meadowbrook get 14 one time in a Manning Cup. You understand?
You go on the Martin. You remember Devon there for the coach? Interview Devon for them conversation. Devon say when he take the job, you know, man ask him what kind of a love school that them a go. You might go train.
Yeah, man.
So, because pure love, you confirm a pure love Meadowbrook used to get. It's a girls' school, a pure love them deal with, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, so we did have to just, you know, and we were just like a bunch of misfits. I feel that some of the guys them from my class, Gary Salesman, and some other man, we never ever used to feel say we are part of Meadowbrook. Serious. Because after a while we became, because we are C-stream, we turn a little gang to ourselves, you know.
I could become rebellious, you know? Because you never feel like
man, because we always are getting in trouble. And people from my class always used to get caned in, you know?
Yeah.
And then And then man and man, no, who them never used to could have control, man, them were repeat. You know, my farm, them make them come, man. You understand?
Repeat at them, yeah.
Yeah, them put them in the sea stream, you know? And so we kind of have a little crew to our own self, you know?
Dante, it sounds like you have a question.
No, I'm just gonna say gear salesman is a man during my tenure as president of the Fast Students Association. In few events him come in and volunteer with it, you know.
I'm a bridging that, man. We used to call him Tone back in the day. Tone.
It was more than one brother of them, Martin. What brother of them again?
Him have a big brother name. I went big brother name again. Peter.
No, but you know the man, the famous of Martin and Dan. Well, Martin was the famous of Dante riding, man. The man
riding.
Big time cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary Salesman.
The man, they're big time like that. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Tone. Gary Salesman.
Yeah.
Anyway, in that world, you're there, brother. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I saw him a few years ago at Acropolis when I went to Jamaica.
Okay.
And, you know? Yeah. But we kind of form a little crew to ourselves, you know? And because of that now, you know, we start to have work with knife and them something there, you know?
As a bad man, Chucky, we used to call him. Yeah, chuck it from them there,
Yeah, I chuck it, yeah.
Call them days are the ratchet and the rag in your back pocket and all them there, yes.
Yeah, man, and them thing that we used to have, well, me used to have that. And me tell you myself because, you know, and then, what you say?
No, protect yourself. You have to protect yourself.
Yeah, man. And them kind of that just get me in more trouble with TAP, you know, sir. I tell you, you know, sir. Because one day I come from school. I come to school, I'm coming late. And TAP I walk, you know, so I used to walk the grounds, right?
Yeah, man, I circle the place, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So them catch me, I come through the gate now, you know, and thing. And I just try to make a boom, straight move, go up and them time them didn't want no third farm or fourth farm, one of them farm there. And so him stop me now, you know. And them time them used to write you up when you're late, you know. And I don't remember how much late you did have to commit and all of them things there. So I passed him in a star. You know them time they have knapsack, one shoulder upon your, you know, upon your shoulder.
Yeah, man, you knapsack them, yeah.
Him see the rag in my pocket and him see the ring or the ratchet, you know. And it's a man who didn't know me personally, you know. Because when he used to see me, he used to call me by my name.
Because you visit him so often.
I know him from first farm, man, with up on a first name basis. Him say, hello, Martin. I will say, hello, Mr. Cuthbert. How you doing? You understand? And him see the ratchet, you know, and him draw it out, you know. And him said to me, say, Brown, why are you carrying this to school? You know, because you know, TAP was not Jamaican, he was from Barbados.
Yeah, man, I know that. I'm fully aware of that, Martin. Yeah.
And him say, why am I carrying this to school? And I say, well, sir, you know, we have peel orange, you know. You know, orange you carry it for peel.
Yeah, man, that's the famous argument that you get, man, you have a ratchet.
So him take out the ratchet now and kind of like mark me, you know, when I say mark me as one where I carry a weapon and go to school. But, you know, them region, you know, I think it was third farm going into fourth farm. Some man now from we passed grade 9 achievement test and them time they know we did have man who sports the coach them like Mr. Griffiths and the Englishman there, right? Them man they now decide to buy a whole heap of athletes. And guess which part them come?
The C stream again.
In the C stream.
Again.
In the C stream.
Yeah.
You know? So we have man like David McLeod, we have man like Donovan Francis, we have man like Anthony.
Harvey.
What's his name again? Harvey. You know? We have man, a whole part of them man they used to pack up the class.
And the man the Dante, a money cup man them mostly them come in for. Donovan
but Sandag did come for Sunlight.
Yeah, man, Sandag and Donovan Francis. Yeah, man, yeah.
Sandag did come for
cricket.
For cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So this Griffiths are the same Griffiths that was there when we came in Jelly.
A white man?
No,
different Griffiths. A
different
different
person.
Griffiths.
Nah, man, it's a white man
It's a different.
named
The Griffiths,
Griffiths,
Mr.
man.
Martin I talk about him the day there. Him, I tell you, they pull my ears in a first farm. I'm not telling him some Jamaican language. Martin, you know about that?
No, I don't know about that. Tell me about that, man. How do you?
But me not first farm Martin. I'm doing a bottom field and me I get trouble and attack off my mouth. And the man come beside me and ring off my left ear. No, if man I know me good enough. Yeah. The man went off of me and ring it, Martin. Listen. I have a ears problem from my small, you know. I can't, up to this day, I can't hear nothing good out of my left ear, right? But I survive with it enough, man, now I know. And Martin, the reaction was instinctive, man. Some long line of writing, me tell the man turned pink, Martin.
Yeah, man, you have to tell him different kind of material.
Yeah, man, and I don't, so the funny thing about it, Martin.
Gabardine and Terling and wool, you have to tell him. You understand that?
Listen, the funny thing about it, Martin, I think back on it, and the man never carry my name go top or nothing. I mean, I wonder, I think back on it now, hindsight, as I say, I wonder if him think, say, I want to have two things. I them think, say, I'm a bad man. Or him thinks boy, him physically harm me away when I get in trouble. But my name never got talk, Martin. I mean, I tell you, the youth, in the class, up to where they them assist me, say, boy, Lance, be glad to stand up and cuss him off.
And cuss him off.
Yeah. You can't never mess with me again after that. I made him to a big friend after that.
You used to get cane into front top?
No, one time I get cane in the Martin, I'm in a fourth farm, you know, me avoid a visit there.
Oh, wow.
We used to see it just below the radar, Martin. I remember I'm in a B stream now, you know, so I have to go on and follow the crew there and all them with it. You see me I said to you? The one time I get killing from top is a teacher, you know, another white teacher again, name is Parry, remember her?
Yeah, man.
Yes. Usually wear some little short up skirt and all them with it, and you should talk a certain. I mean, have this way about me, Dante. I come from bottom field and I mock her. You know them talk a funny way. And she go to Top and tell Top, say, boy, me a mock her and all. Mr. Top, Mr. Prince, I'm in my office. And him going out with me. I couldn't avoid it, Martin. I tried to. I think I third or fourth family, but at the one time I get caning. Yeah. So I wasn't a regular visitor like you. No.
No, man, me and Cuthbert did it on first name basis.
Yeah. So the first
me a man like Rattigan. Remember, my sister Rattigan, big FBI man and all.
Yeah, Rattigan have one radio program I know at Jamaica. We run every day, every two time a week, I think. Yeah, upon YouTube and all them. Yeah, man, Reason with Rattigan. Yeah. If you try to play me on YouTube, you will see, man. Rattigan come on the program at man. Before me come on the launching program, me come on, come tell film story, man. Ratchet.
I remember that one there.
Dana and Bobby Furman. And Bobby Furman, the company one. Yeah. I mean, you know what's
what me used to get regular treatment from was man like Patrick Rochester.
I got some to that. You sleep on Annandale too. Promo man that too.
Nah, man, not that Patrick Rochester, man. They have a youth named Patrick Rochester.
Oh, I know the Rochester from Promo. No, okay, I got you.
No. And we used to get enough worries, man. They're not from me and Patrick Alton friend. You understand? We turn friend because you have a band there, you know, it's a trauma band, you know. We trauma banded, you know. You know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And enough man, and we used to get in the same situation.
Yeah.
So the man them come now from different school. Remember Sander come from Tivoli Comprehensive.
Yeah, man, I remember
but
that.
The man
yeah.
Right, but in the liver jungle.
Yeah.
You understand? He was one undercover man who go Tivoli but liver jungle.
Yeah.
And then now come on Meadowbrook. And remember now, Meadowbrook was school at that time now, and everybody used to use as beating stick. But now that Meadowbrook start to buy certain man now, you know, Meadowbrook start to have a presence now on certain field, and then they buy some girl to play netball, like Pepsi. I remember Annette Myrie, God rest her soul, you know.
You see the part, you know? Pepsi, they call her name. I know exactly what you're talking, man. Yes,
man.
Pepsi. Yeah.
She used to live over Mall Road, the man, but Meadowbrook she used to go.
Yeah, so Pepsi come in your class, though.
Yeah, man. Today are my class.
Yeah.
And you see, because with Permacal and Mall Road, they shoot me. 2 hours we used to walk, go home, and to walk through Permacal, and then go class, Boulevard there and go on Mall
I
Road.
go to Waterhouse
You
and
know?
go down. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
I never know it's a Pepsi did
So,
pass. I just call, I don't even remember. And it my
yeah, man. Pepsi pass, man.
Yeah, God rest
Yeah,
her
man.
soul.
God bless our soul, man. God bless our daughter where she left, So, cause before she passed, still we did kind of get, we did go through the struggle with her and thing, when she passed.
Okay.
And yeah, so she came in the sea stream there too, and a number of other people came, but the thing what Meadowbrook now get a certain kind of notoriety now is because I remember the days when we used to go Manning Cup to a stadium, and we have to take off all the epaulet. You understand? When we are walk go down across the road to take bus and all of them thing there. We have to take off the epaulet. You understand? Because, well, man used to kick up Meadowbrook youth them like nothing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And because we used to get beaten whole heap, in a football, soccer and them thing there.
You have Uptown soft school, man. Yeah.
Uptown soft school. So you used to have them, man, Standard now used to them amongst we, and some other little man now start to come on Meadowbrook. And they were placed in the sea stream, and like I said, I go to the sea stream from first to fourth farm to fifth farm actually. And and it was that is the time now that we started to get certain kind of respect. Because we have some man now from Meadowbrook who did come from jungle, and then who come from like down a Sherlock Crescent in a Duane Park, right? And the man was bad man, was bad man. So we used to have them man there, and every match there, the man that used to come well equipped. Yeah, if you know what I mean. You understand? Well equipped.
Yeah, man. I talk about the this Martin. Yes.
Yeah, man. Well equipped. Well equipped.
I funny I say that to them, but I just make sure I say this, because I never broke at the time, I never know this, because the man never bring it on the campus at all,
No, man, you wouldn't know.
Them never bring the badness on the campus and at all. The man, as I said, the man heavy, because I didn't know Sir Donovan wasn't no angel.
And a punk. It's not a punk.
It was no angel, Martin. No, but me know him good. Because he used to play cricket. He used to play Sunlight. He used to play. Yeah, man. He put a bat and ball and all, man. He play with Ray Boy and all, man. The officer and the man. Yes, yeah.
Officer, yeah. And them man, they used to teach me. I mean, I tell you this, as I should say, them man, they used to teach me, so we not for run. Serious, When man all run, we don't have them there. And remember, sometimes we all come from stadium and we walk go down crossroad.
Go to Swallow Field.
If you do to a jungle him come from, remember me did come from jungle too. So we did know each other before I go from my car. Yeah, I'm born down there. My grandmother still live down there. So after school and summers used to dead on there,
So I know him from there.
So
yeah.
Yeah, when we find out the man they come from down at the tank area,
Yeah.
There was a ball, there was a group down there, a soccer team. They used to name Tanka Yanka.
Yeah.
And then the man them call it Reds. The man they Tony Welch and the man they used to run jungle them time there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we did. The man used to live down at the tankway, but we used to live at Top Jungle. We used to live right at Lincoln Road.
Yeah.
Which ended up becoming Black Rose's Corner.
Yeah. Where Boglem and women.
They used to live. We used to live out.
And Willie Agat and them man they used to live. Yeah.
Agat,
yeah.
So and that's where we come from. So Sandag used to live down the road, and when we find out now where jungle him come from. We start to compare who we know a jungle and them here. And they might say, where a jungle come from? And say, know my family and thing. So Sandag now, even more now. Now I make a run, And I remember where I come from stadium. I'm gonna take off epaulet and them things because we don't want nobody knows where Meadowbrook come from. You know? And some man rush through in a star. And it's like when you ever see, I'm going to give you the visual now. I know that you people are very decent people and they do have cockroach in the yard. But some places where you turn on light for a whole cockroach, you don't see them disappear, them around to every corner. And I tell you, man, one day we come down, how the road now? Tabrent come?
Tabrent come, yeah, man. From Syria, I go down there, man. Yeah, me know you're talking, man. Yeah.
And some man rush through, you know. And I see the man them around like roads, you know. I mean, I wonder how the man around so. And then me just see Sandag and some other man, I walk, I come through in a star. And nobody, the man, them run from Swallowfield, the man, them run left them in the man. And I saw the whole way now. So, none of we now got stadium now unless Francis I got stadium in a star. I tell you that. Oh.
I never know that, Martin.
Like
I did not know that
man
at
like
all.
Buttress Road. Yeah, man. Mark, Courtney Mark.
Yeah.
The man, they know Francis. Because at them way we used to deal with the thing.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, you get protection from them under the boat, yeah.
Yeah, man. Them man, they are some bad man. I said, man, them from Sherlock. And you know, say, because PNP and GLP now. About the whole we meet up at school. So, I know, no politics thing at school.
And that was the beauty of it. That was the beauty of it.
Yeah, man. Me used to remember, man. We have a little man from Sherlock, you know, and he used to tell the man them we come from down from certain PNP area, like Top Valley did that, and they must say, boy, when the boy stay off the road tonight, you know, because we are come through. I saw them little thing.
Oh, the man them from Meadowbrook, Valley, yes, I got you. I got you.
The man used to say, boy, we are come through, you know, say, when the man stay off the road, you know. You know? Yeah. I tell you, man, that was a part of Meadowbrook that not many people know about.
Well, I never know about it, Martin. I never know say you know about it, but I did not know about it at all. I know say, me know say Donovan was no simple man, but me never know say I say maybe.
Nah, man.
Me never know say I
yeah, man, and there was a youth from Sherlock, man. I can't remember his name. I think I Reedy them used to call him.
He used to come on Meadowbrook,
you know? Yeah, name Reedy.
Him used to play ball.
Full name. I remember, you know, but him did come through the grade 9 achievement testing, and the man them bring him in.
Yeah.
You know, man from Kingston and man from different school used to come and and thing, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, then the transition continue now. So in about 4th farm, I go 5th farm now. When we are going to 5th farm now, Mr. Top call me personal.
By the way, Martin, Donovan says about?
I don't know, you know. I don't know about them on the star, Franco. Boy, I don't know any star, but I pray that he's still around.
Yeah, you move. Yeah, you talk about transition now. Sorry. Because in another circle anymore, so.
No, I'm in another circle now, man. No, I'm a minister, man. I'll do you, man. Be yourself, man.
You talk about transition now. Go ahead, sorry. You're in a 4th farm now. Go.
Yeah, we're in a 4th farm now, and certain things was very instrumental in my living a certain part of life, you know. And one of the things them was them used to have a JIS commercial used to come on, and it used to say it used to have a little thing named "You can read," and the little man that said, "No sir, you can write, no sir. That's what you're good for." You understand? And that was the ad, you know. And you need to go to school. That is why they must now start to big up Jamal. All right? So the other used to come on constantly and then at the subconscious of my mind. So me did waste, I'm telling you this. I wasted from 1st to 4th farm. I'm telling you. Wasted. When me say, it was a blur. 2nd and 3rd farm was a blur. You understand? I remember them thing there. Because we used to go carry, you know, all of things we used to do. Things that Meadowbrook people never used to do them time, you know. Cut school and go carry. You know, we are the one them we start smoke herb beside, you know, a little gully behind the physics lab.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
I read that in the gully I smoke herb until one of the man them even plant one herb stock right on the banks there and top come cut it down. You know? Why I understand like why it coming like that telling them Nancy story, man, and they never know them thing I used to go on Meadowbrook.
No, we used to do something, but it sound like, you know.
But they're foreign at
Yeah,
you, Dante.
that again. Yeah,
Boy.
yeah, we used to bring the thing come at school, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that
So
Martin,
like,
if them are great.
but
Man,
yeah,
them
that
used to
may I
smoke
say is
herb on
another
the
level that.
Friday, you know. The man them used to smoke so much herb around this, and the man them had to try to say, the man them where they have built a new school, throw the herb seed around there. But all right, me not really all call no name. Okay, make that stay right there, so you know. So we know, from third farm into fourth farm now. My parents, them did their foreign, them leave and they are foreign, and my auntie raised me, My auntie and my big sister raised me. And that was probably the worst year of my life, Bridget. Cause I used to go to class and then something, man. No, sir. None of that, And top now, send give me a letter for carry home to my mother, And so I take the letter now, and of course I open it and sign it and send it back to top.
Yeah.
You understand? Carry it back to top. And me write some little stern words in it, like he does not display that behavior at home. So this must be something new, And feel free to have any disciplinary measures. Because I know say it has to be strong to match the letter down with top send come give my mother,
Yeah.
So then they have a thing now named daily report. So they have to sign in and out of every class I'm going to. Because they make sure now so I say at school. So the teacher now they have to sign. And they have to say if I do my work, if I do all of them something there, And at that time now my parents, I think my mother did come home from foreign and then put my giant cadet,
Yeah.
And with the giant cadet core now, so that's how we know a certain level of discipline now start to come to me now,
Who are running cadet them
Man,
guys?
like,
Mr. Chin?
we start Tin, man. Tin and then Tin and over to Gooden. But Tin used to run it.
Yeah, Chin was the original
And,
man. Yeah.
Yeah. Tin used to run it. And them time that we used to get the gun, real gun. We used to get 303 rifle.
Yeah, man.
Dante was a cadet man, so can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
When we come in, them just the phase out having the rifle.
The rifle, them. Yeah. So we used to have a rifle and everything and rifle drill and all of them stuff. So it brought a certain level of discipline.
So why you decide to join the cadet, Martin? What make you inspire for that?
My mother said, My mother said me I grow up, but me need some structure in my life.
Okay.
And some discipline. And then not only that, man, some man of my friend them used to join cadet too.
Who that?
I used to because of the gun. Patrick, they join it. Patrick, your brother.
Okay, yes, yeah. That's true. Then I cadet a little bit too.
Patrick, a little bit. And we used to have now
Vivian,
man like Vivian used to unite. And Bert Samuels was our drum. He was our sergeant major.
Okay.
Bert Samuels.
Yeah.
And some other big man used to unite,
Yeah.
And we used to love it. But we used to unite. Yeah.
Keith White.
Yeah.
Keith unite.
Yeah,
Martin.
Keith. We used to call him Nuts.
Nuts, yeah, man.
We used to call him. Yeah.
Martin, you know him get a name there?
No, I don't know, You know?
Yeah, man. Then him come up on the podcast, man, and I say, boy, Jelly. I say, wonder where that name come from. I say, make sure it's above it can't say be in front of the paid wall. I say, yeah, man. And him say, something, them usually call him Peanut Head. Because I made look like peanut.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me say, he prefer the nuts because that's much better than peanut.
Yeah, man. So, the man that like nuts, they didn't they,
Yeah.
And we did look up the nuts, Nuts and Bert Samuels. Because when the man they put on them uniform, them used to look wicked.
Sharp,
But me didn't really go in it because of the gun still.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because of the rifle, and we do want to learn how to shoot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We do want to learn how to shoot. So, we got into it, and it was really a good little thing for discipline, certain individual where I go south,
Yeah.
And it bring back a certain level. And I wonder if Meadowbrook still have cadet.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Active.
I hope so.
So
I hope so, because it's a good instrument, It's a good instrument for you.
Yeah, man.
Especially when we used to go camp, but seeing and the man used to carry some different place and learn a whole heap of things through cadet, man. Whole heap of things.
Myself. I mean, me did wayward like yourself, but I feel if it wasn't for cadet, it would have worse.
Like me.
Yeah,
like me.
People ask me, a man like me wasn't a cadet, but them don't understand. So probably if it wasn't for cadet, it would be much worse. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And so in that region, start to go. That was in third going into fourth.
Start for farm a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just because me never learn how to shoot properly them time, the virgin. So I have to learn how to shoot. Because, we used to go to the range and all of them something there. Bad man life was what me did love.
Yeah.
And we'd have man like Standard and them man like Reedy and all them man, they were a bad man already. And, that was very attractive to a youth like me, And people would have think, say, I get where I come from, but I don't get where I come from. I come from, you understand? And my parents, like your parents, Lance, your old man, they work at JBC, and then my father was the engineer for KPH.
Okay, yeah.
And my mother was a school teacher, so and I really say we did weird and bad.
No. But parents are a good working class citizen, Martin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. My father was the head engineer for KPH during that period from the 60s to come to when he retire. And so but when we come from, when we used to go down a jungle, it was, exciting when you all see a certain man come through, So that was the thing that was the draw, And so then I third farm going to fourth farm now. Me never do nowhere. From first farm, me never do nowhere. Mr. Top called me one day, and I said, but me not in that trouble. What am I call me for? The man called me in I'm office, And the man delighted, Brown, I will have you know that you will not be returning with us next year. You will not be returning.
I'm glad to kick you out of school, Martin. Yeah.
You say, but why? Why? I remember them used to have mock exam, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You have mock exam for GC, right? And them have mock exam, and so me did pass. I went to tell you the subject them when me pass. I pass bio, I pass religious education, I pass English, I pass English literature. You understand?
Yeah.
Physics and chemistry and history.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was a fool.
You pass enough subject we can go on, man.
You pass enough subject.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
but stay in a school.
Yeah.
Right? But me not go mess up, Bridget, and go. Because I just them subject them I taking up. I say 5. You're going to fourth farm, fifth farm now. You go specialize with the subject.
Yeah.
At GCE.
Right? I will on the Martin. Don't miss your thought. And Dante. You know mock exam, Mr. Martin say mock exam, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man, we did do mock exam in our time, tomorrow.
Okay, all right, but just want to make sure say it's not that.
With the mock exam, same way.
You prepare for it. You do the mock, go ahead, Dante, sorry.
In a fifth form, you do mock exam.
Yeah. It was fourth going to fifth for me.
Yeah.
And so top call me because me remember one time all my commerce, me I do commerce mock exam,
Yeah.
And the man asked me about how how does some what is this the definition of some commercial thing, you know?
Uh-huh.
I'm right back and say, boy, I don't know about that, you know, but I know about the triangular trade coming from
The slave
the
trade, yeah.
slave them coming from. I'm right a full essay, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
You get a good mark with Martin.
Yeah, in a commerce,
Yeah,
you
no.
get a 0.
Yeah.
And at that, no.
Oh, the commerce
Because
exam, yeah. Okay, I got you, yeah.
Yeah. Because the commerce, me I do, and me go answer, me go right back. So me don't know nothing about none of that.
But you write a
But
full
me
essay
know
about the
triangle
triangle trade, slavery
Yeah.
trade, yeah.
Yeah. So me write about that now and get in and I feel commerce bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And now, you know, to stay a Meadowbrook, you did have to have 5 subjects where you pass.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So me drop to 4 now. So that is how top draw me in now, you know.
Yeah.
And the man glad, you know, I'm glad. Because when I pass them subject there, you know, I not really pass like all with no 90 and them something, you know. I pass with like all, you know, 65, you know, 85,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So the man say, glad, and the first time I see a man glad to tell a pick the same now come back to school. You understand? The man tell me, say, yo, Mr. Brown, you will not be returning with us here at Meadowbrook next year.
Wow,
so make
Martin.
arrangements for your life. Serious, man. Cuthbert Warren talk, man. That the man tell me, man. That him tell me.
Yeah.
Now I go come back. Virgin, me I struggle now, you know, cause all this time now, you know, my parents, they are fine think me I do well in a school, you know. Me I tell you that because them not get no letter from school.
Because you return all the letter them signed by them.
Intercept them.
Yeah.
I'll never show you how the criminal activity was, man. Me remember, man, one time me get before my mother got foreign, report card I come home, right? And you know, Permacal, the postman used to ride down the road and
man,
thing,
on the post
ringing
bike,
bell
on
and
the bike,
thing.
yeah. Ring it,
On the bike. Yo, me stop the man from up the road, you know, brother. And ask him, you have anything for one Anandale? So, man, give me a virgin. And I'm a sweat open. Oh, should I tell you all of these things on the ear? Me sweat open the report, you know. You understand? You know what sweating it is? You just put the water around the rim and the paste. The paste wet.
I open up the envelope, yeah.
Yeah, man. So when it open now, you know, when it open, me say the highest grade me to get was a D. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, so I write them right and then a computer type that.
Yeah.
So me just turn all of the D them to a B. You understand? Oh yeah. And my mother, it make my mother know. My mother said, because the comments now, I couldn't touch the comments them, you know, but I could have touched the grade.
Yeah.
Right? So my mother used to say, I cannot understand how the teacher says you're not trying and you got a B for the course. You need to try harder. So my mother used to tell me them things there, you know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she knows that D, me get an all. The E them was easy, you know, a capital E them use. So
yeah, man,
that's
an easy B, that, man. That's an easy B. Yeah.
B, easy. Oh, boy. so no, tell me something now, come back, you know. So, my mother was a teacher, and she went to school with Mrs. Morris, who ended up being a principal of Meadowbrook.
Dr. Morris. He became Dr. Morris.
Right.
Margaret Morris. Yeah.
Right. So now, you know, every man knows that them have to Cambridge. Me did have to go to London. Right? Because, you know, London, where you have to pay for yourself. You know, me did have to go down a Duke Street or down a Court Church to take my subject, them, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
You're not allowed to take Cambridge or London. You have to go private.
Nah, make me touch Cambridge, man. Where they go? He's not making me touch Cambridge. So that the man tell me now, you know, say, arrange my life, you know. You know what I mean? So we are going off your farm now, you know. The man say, arrange your life, because you're not returning here. You understand? Oh, boy.
Well, one, get rid of you.
Miss Morris, no. And me was the worst one that Meadowbrook in a Virgin. You have man who worse than me, you know. But you see, because the man did have a track record with me from first farm, second farm.
Yeah.
It's easy for him to do this now, you know.
And he just want to get rid of you long time. Like, he find a way.
He just want to get rid of me, man. He just want to get rid of me. So now me now come out now and say, boy, imagine me go leave school without a high school diploma, you know. And I wonder what it's now. So this hour now, it's a 70, 78.
Uh-huh.
You understand? I go leave school. So now the man tell me now, say, Mrs. Morris, no. My mother now, that is when my mother now start to get involved now, because the man tell me, no, I can't come back. I never had a space coming in that September. I never have no class space. My name never depend no role.
Yeah.
Because the man efficiently I tell me, say, when holiday come in a July, you know, saying that you're going to go some other school in a September.
Yeah, that's what I tell you. Yeah.
So my mother know how to get involved now, and I mean it was another trauma in my house now, because my mother thinks me deceptive all these years, you know. But in a way, though, you know, I can't fault them. Anyway, I not bother being people where they done gone, you know, understand? Because if you want to save your son I get trouble at home, you think him not get trouble in school?
Yeah, that's right. When you have the hype on him, exactly right, Martin. Exactly.
You know?
And he was where I say he wasn't a saint at home.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Me used to get regular timing shift from the house, you know?
Yeah, man.
Regular. Tighten up all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So, tell me now, say, I can't come back, and Miss Morris now. So Miss Morris now, my mother now called Miss Morris, who started to work at Meadowbrook, and tell Miss Morris now, because me never liked that, you know, because Miss Morris didn't know we from church. Me and Miss Morris got the same church.
Which church at Martin?
You understand? Bethany Gospel Hall, 9A Agri Park Road.
Okay.
You understand?
Right up Agri Park Road.
Yeah, right across the street from St. Andrew Parish.
Yeah, man. No,
you understand? Because in other part, the plaza there, behind another plaza.
That's a Funa church, and she got the same church. Yeah.
Right. And so me that in the last part of my career, I made a broke, because it's a career. You know, me did have to start to toe the line, because me never want Miss Morris know say me have a reputation at Meadowbrook.
Okay, I got
you.
You
Understand?
I got you.
But now, should I tell my old lady, and is worries that again? You understand? So me never want to have worries in a church, worries in me yard,
worries
you know, and worries at school, you know.
I shall keep eye
fire. The line, so you can understand now. So with the cadet now and now this one and now from top now, you know. So me say, boy, me need some prayer, man. Me need some prayer. You know? And them time there, man, like, I'm going to tell you who the big night now. Paulette Samuels, Stevie Samuels.
Stevenson, yeah, man. Paulette,
brother. Yeah.
Keen.
And you have some Keen. Andrew Keen, who used to come to my church too. But I was either him. You understand?
Yeah.
So I never really know certain things. And like me say, some of the things that when I tell you, a whole lot of people at Meadowbrook never know certain things that are going on at Meadowbrook. You understand? So Miss Morris now cut a deal with Mr. Tarp. And Mr. Tarp said, I'm not going to make me come back to school, period. He was adamant on that. So he asked me what subjects I'm taking in London. All right? I'm going to tell him, say, I take 4 in London. You know? And them time that you could have go a 6th form at Meadowbrook with 4 subjects. I don't know if you can still do it. I don't know them structure now.
I got 5.
You know? You need 5 to go, right?
A 6 now.
6 now. When me got 5, me 6 form with Martin. I repeat 5th form. Yeah.
Right, because that is how now me get to come back at Meadowbrook now, you know. Because in a 78 now, and Miss Morris set it up so that I got a school leaving certificate. Right? Me get that, you know. Me can show it. Me can tell you that me have a Meadowbrook school leaving certificate.
Yeah.
You understand? And then Mr. Tarp now tell me, say, I must only be in the school when I have a class. You understand? And that now, for the 4 subject them now, so that was Monday, Wednesday, and I think Thursday.
Yeah.
And I must not be seen on the campus any other time. And that was the only thing that he allowed to happen. I don't know about any other student, but I know me did have that. I never, for my last year, I never really wear regular uniform.
That I
You
remember,
understand?
Martin. That I remember the tag. That I remember.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. You don't
Yeah,
come to
man.
school
Never really
plain clothes, as they call it.
right.
Yeah.
In a plain clothes, me used to have on like sometimes I have on the shirt with the epaulette, but me have on a jeans pants, or something.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I was only allowed in those classes.
Yeah.
In a bio, I was in a bio, religious knowledge, English, math, I think.
So what teacher religious knowledge?
History.
A Robin Grant? Mr. Grant?
Mr. Grant, man.
Yes.
Robin Grant.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have them, so those are the subject them that I could have to be in. Some used to come at school now like at 10 o'clock. Used to come in 10 o'clock and sit down at the back of the class. So I ended up repeating fifth form, right? But not repeating fifth form. I wasn't on a like a attendance record,
Yeah, come
he allowed me. Right, and that's why I know Sammy was the first part-time student in Jamaica.
In a fifth form, when you're in a fifth form, you have to come to school
so
every day.
Hold on, Martin. Let me get this right. So when my first year of fifth form, I repeat fifth form.
I repeat fifth form. Yeah.
But you never in a grade. You never in a grade.
But it was a repeat thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
Because the man give me straight instruction, so that even when me used to come in, say, if you did come to school in a different pants, you have to carry notes for your mother.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You couldn't have right.
Them never pressure me for all them.
Because you're a special student, I'm not touching at all.
Yeah, man. So the man them say no, so top now say boy, you need prayer. And no, I'm top never tell me I need prayer. Me start to say boy, I need prayer because imagine, this time of career here at Meadowbrook, I want to do it, turn it around. I remember, man, there was a man now come at the school, they come preach one day. And I Wednesday there, Wednesday ISF was, and boy, the man asked me for prayer, I want prayer. And then that some other little man now did a turn Christian. A youth named Warren Wright, the same man who used to sign tab signature.
Warren.
Yeah? Warren Wright, yeah. He used to go to a church down pan Redelsville named Emmanuel. You understand?
Yeah.
So the man they are turned Christian now, till it bad in the bridging because when me and the man turned friend now in a class, it was me, him and Jeffrey Walters. Because he used to live down at Whitehall, right near Black Ants Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jeffrey, the man start tell about God and thing, but me used to go to church for Sunday school and thing, but the man used to tell about God and boy, I say, boy, I don't really want to go down the road there, where I just climb and remember Miss Hall? Miss Hall, she was the math teacher.
Yeah, man, I remember. You call her name Martin, a brown lady. Yes. I know
exactly. Brown lady.
Never so clear, bro. I know exactly where you're talking, man. She see
right.
Nice lady, though. Yes, I know exactly where you're talking.
Yeah, nice lady.
Yeah.
Nice lady. But that very nice lady look for me and tell me, say, Brown, when you leave here, you are going straight to the general penitentiary. You understand? That she tell me in a star. And yo, certain little things in a style. Teacher tell pick me at Jamaica, boy, I'll tell you, if I find me, they're rich.
Yeah.
With the school board, that school, everybody. And them think they are some really negative thing, but them something they start with the commercial when me hear from about Jamal, and them something they me really understand, say, yo, I have to change my way of style. I can't just go down the road there.
So I say your reputation is why that even the math teacher could have looked by you and tell you that.
Yeah, man, then she don't do even worse than that, man. A parent teacher's night, Wainwright mother come, and she tell Wainwright mother, say, when me the man all show a Bible verse in class, in a fair class still, that is why she'll get vexed. because she teach we maths and we did read Bible. You understand? So she tell Wainwright, mother say, that Wainwright is in bad company with me. And oh, we are turn Rasta. All of them things there, the woman start to carry me away, and so she tell Wainwright, who we call Benji.
So are you the evil doer then try to look upon you? Are you the ringleader?
Then that she look upon me because she tell him, say, I know your son Warren Wright is a good guy, but he's mixed up in some bad company there, and they're there in my class, they're reading Bible and turning Rasta.
Seriously, I read the Bible for turn Rasta, yes.
Yo, I show you the truth, man. I show you the truth. And so, got Meadowbrook ISCS, and at them time, I meet people like Andrea Wright, Karen Wright, Sammy and Beckford. Yeah, Sammy and Beckford. All of them nice people.
Paulette Samuels,
Paulette Samuels and, Andrew Clean, them people are uptown people,
Jackie Morris, remember Jackie?
Jackie Morris, yeah, man, Jackie Morris. And who else now? Rose Nicholson from
Nelly, from Permacal.
Nelly, because her father pastor from Lancaster.
Yeah, man, Peter, we talk to him from Permacal thing, Yeah, man, yeah. Peter Nicholson, Rose, and Nelly Nelly or Rose, and she'd have some
Nelly, I should name Rose. Well, her real name is Stacy. But we used to call her Nelly or Rose.
Yeah, man, yeah.
And for them people in the thing, and I tell you one time I go in there and I kind of go in there and say, I see that little church thing I go on with, and I'm sitting in the back of the church down in the biology lab,
Yeah, because that's the music of the meeting, yes.
Yeah, and the little preacher coming us and the man tell me some things, and it's like, Wainwright, I tell me some other little things, man, and I tell me, boy, to turn your life around and can't go down certain road, and so me start to hear the old Jesus talk, and say, boy, I really want to end up a certain kind of way, because used to have, because where I come from, my cousin them, them used to in and out of trouble and they're prison and them something.
Yeah.
And I kind of look for my life and I say, boy, I did something, I got to end up. You understand? Because I already have, well, could I say it on the here, we didn't have, let me put it politically correct. We had access to equipment,
Yeah, I got you. Based on where you come from. Yeah, I got you. You. You have access to the machine, them. Yes.
We had, certain equipment.
So what on the Martin, let me ask you something. So you think, the teacher them on top and them people who didn't know your connection from where you come from?
No, because them only the man them in a Bye-bye. You see, Bye-bye did know.
Okay.
Christopher Senior did know.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Them man they used to know. But certain things we never want to come out on the level,
No, because I tell you full disclosure, because me I live at Permacal and I walk back and forth at Permacal for years, and me never know this Martin.
Yeah, look on that now, because we are come up, we used to walk to the gully, the thing, Lance.
Yeah.
But all of them something they are going on, because now, because we didn't have me never want, because you say, me didn't have a certain consciousness to that. My father engineer, my mother a teacher, what kind of ball them or ball if them here say for them picking a gun a prison
involved with certain things, yeah.
Involved in a certain things. So most of the time, I made it behind the scenes that those are the thing them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if Mr. Senior would want to admit this, but we had certain target practice in the backyard there at Permacal. You understand? I don't know if you can edit this out, I don't know, sir, but I put it out there in this space. And we have access to certain
machine, man. Yeah, man. I understand exactly what you're Martin. Man. I never know this though. I've never known this Martin. I've been here a long time.
Yeah, man. One of the sweetest thing, man. I'm going to tell you the truth, Lance. I when Patrick start drive your father escort come at school,
Wow.
You understand? I tell you that, What?
You
With
because
the
what
with
box?
the bullet? The particle at six farm, you know?
Yeah.
And me did it on my rebound, well, as a part-time status at Meadowbrook
Yeah.
there during that whole year there, you know? And me I tell you, man, for one thing is the Patrick is the wickedest man. Patrick used to say, how much gas you have it? Patrick used to turn on the gas. And the nigga would have just dip on the top
On the
of the
E.
E. You know, the top line. I just say it there now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But guess what? Patrick can drive. So man from Permacal now get drive, come down.
Yeah.
You know? On the day then when you catch him, because Patrick used to play Manning. And more time you never told one wait till after Manning man then
Man come
done
train him.
train
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all them
yeah,
things
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now,
Yeah,
man.
man. That is the journey.
We have
you
access
know?
to that car, man, because old man never like drive and him couldn't drive. Can him get No, that's why we have access to the car so much, Martin. The old man learned to drive late. And the old man wasn't a driver. By the time he buy the car, him couldn't drive at all so good. This makes him struggle. So,
I never know that.
No, man, yeah. No, I can't talk that, man. Him struggle with the driving, Martin. And it's my time, me and Patrick I drive from my 12, you know.
Yeah.
You see me, I said to you, I'll get license from him, maybe 14, 15. Because, you just put a 18 on the thing, you know, Dante.
Yeah. Links. That's how my brother
No, and that's in the links, he go to the test and all them way there. But him just he put, because him not check it and all them with the Martin. You see me, I said to you. So, when old man teach you for drive now, it was the sweetest thing for the old man. But I'm give with the car, when I drop the woman at work, and we have access to the car, man. So that's why me and Patrick
You never know that, you know?
Yeah, man. No, man.
You never know all of that.
No, man. The only thing we have access to the car, the old man, we control the car, him maintain it and all them with it, but we are pick him up and pick up the whole lady at biscuit company and all them with it. That's why we have access to the car, Martin. Yep. Well, I saw them talk after now enough, you know them history and them memory. You want to
know? I tell you. So when Patrick now start drive now in a start, them life they start get better.
Yeah, man, because you have big thing on the school campus now. You have a man with a car and come in and all the way. Yes. Yeah.
And not only that, a man a drive. We have his own car. I have a controller car, and a Pembrokeshire him come from.
Yeah.
You know, cause other man them used to drive, you know, like I think some little man used to have car back in them time there. And but the man they used to live in a Meadowbrook and Avondale.
Now, the hills, remember Curtis them used to drive it. Remember Curtis have a sister drive. Yeah, man. Yeah. Now, man, when we get access to the car from a car, that's a Martin. A big thing, man. We have a car.
Imagine them days there.
We control the car, man.
No, when Patrick now used to drive now, at them time that we live good. But them time that the thoughts now are changed now, you know, because I start to see certain things and you know, you know, 78. Me know me to get my school leaving certificate, but me know say me never ready yet.
Yeah.
You know, for real life.
Yeah.
So me did graduate top tell me to come back, you know, and you see in a 1 year, Bridget, in a 1 year. Me do 4 year worth of work, you know, from first farm go fifth farm, you know.
You started work serious.
At them time I start, and at them time I pass the subject them. You understand?
So
but a big, we answer that.
So basically, I know your repeat fifth farm, your turn around your thing.
From first, me do everything in a 1 year, Bridget. Everything in a from that September to that June there. Me do first farm, second farm, third farm, fourth farm, fifth farm. So I tell you, in a repeat year.
So me I have a similar thing in a car when me leave Meadowbrook, cause me never repeat, me never get for repeat. Me did fortunate though when me pass, me tell my story where you know through the intervention of Spanner, probably the last few weeks before exam, me get for do the 4 subjects and me pass them.
You see, that's similar thing then.
She also, even after, she said she couldn't take me back because of how it I go look or what.
Same trouble like you, Martin.
With the reputation I have. And she hand me over to, she actually give me a letter and send me to somebody with a heart. Them time the heart just a start.
Art
And
Academy.
that's when he get a start. And is right there and then we just turn around my thing. In fact, people see me like, 10 years or 5 years after. And them I say, wait, are you this Stegre? Them can't believe say I made it,
All
I
right.
work
Now get a
and
drama.
productive in the society and everything.
Now get a drama now. Hear the drama now. Hear the drama now. Remember now, part-time student, but me start go ISCF now and get on them committee. You understand what I try to tell you?
Yeah.
I come and get deep in the thing, till I tell them treasurer. You understand? No negative thoughts. Me never thief God money. No. No, I'm afraid I got too much.
Yeah.
You understand?
You don't want to turn that light and run after you. No.
And I say, you're talking now, Lance. So, one day now, the Meadowbrook ISCF committee did have to go to TAP, because TAP did have to know who overtake the assembly. ISCF used to do the assembly in the morning. So the group now had to meet with TAP. So me go with the group now. So when me walk in a TAP office now, TAP said, Brown, I'm not ready for you yet. You wait outside. Because you never know me there. I'm saying, no, sir, no.
Yeah,
I am with them.
Yeah.
I am with them. And TAP said, you are with the ISF. And if man like Andrew Keane and Paulette Samuels never tell TAP, say yes, You understand? Him with a must think of some racket.
Yeah, man. If them never let them back you up. Yeah.
I tell you. But ISCF, that's all. It really give me a vibe to think about the higher power and think about change of your life, and just a different way of looking at life.
Yeah.
Purpose.
Yeah, and I mean after that still me kind of stay still, but even now I'm why I am right now. You understand?
Yeah.
I've seen a pastor at church. But it's not that easy coming up in.
No. I never know that story, Martin. As much as I think me to know it. That's why I'm glad me have them story and can talk them things, because enough of them part I never know them things go on. From you. You see me I said to you, I know you a long time. From Permacal, as me say, I'm Meadowbrook.
From Permacal days, man. I'm Meadowbrook.
Right. And as me say, I lead such a man. And enough away. But I like his passage, as I say, Permacal and Meadowbrook connection is strong from them back in the days.
Strong.
Permacal community, not even the school so much. The man will leave a Permacal and go to the school. But Martin, one time, I think you didn't have one player at the school. How that did go?
Yeah, man. Oh, that's how with Mr. Sherrington now. That was in a fourth farm.
Okay.
Me and Constance White, who a big time thing now in New York. Some editor, she was
that's
the editor
Keith
for
sister. Keith, younger sister.
Yeah, man. And not sister that. Not sister.
Yeah. Not that's the
He was the editor for Ebony magazine. Right? And Sherrington did bring a play, African play come now named Corun Me. And he was the main act. And you have a whole heap of people in it, man, like the Faster them, Faster you with the name again. Never Faster.
I'm not character.
Yeah. Brother, him and him brother, and a whole heap of people, and that in itself too was a turning point in my life. The discipline of going to rehearsal and learning the lines, all of them something there,
So what
kind of bring that.
What inspired you for join that? Forgot take up that drama thing there.
Because we used to have drama, and in a class, Sherrington used to teach us English.
Yeah. It was an English teacher, Dante, where roots is like him always approach black power and African thing. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. A white man, but straight up. Straight up. Yeah.
You wouldn't know same white.
Tall, man, it's a Sherrington. Tall and us, roots, it's an
Sherrington.
Yeah,
man. And Sherrington we used to have certain players when we used to make a play out in the class, This was in one of the year them. I think a fourth farm going into fifth farm before me repeat. And him tell me say want me to play a character named Abu Gorin in the play.
Yeah, cause some African look him gear. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And we ended up. Me remember when Norman Manley dead. I one of the man there, Buster. The play was on TV. You understand? That same play, Corona Me. It was on TV and it played twice on TV. I would film it down a bottom field, Down a bottom field it film.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, I never know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Come on, it film down a bottom field. And it come on the festival thing and all of them something there. So big shout out to them man there, Sam. I never gone on the Sherrington and alive still, but me know Constance still alive. Big shout out to C and all of them people that would
So
in
hold
that
on,
play there.
I never know that, Martin. So the play itself is something on the film at the time down a bottom field.
The whole thing down a bottom field.
So it's like a movie then, really. It was like, when it's a play, I think it's like, you got pantomime. It was something bigger than the pantomime.
No, we did have costume and we did have because it's an African thing.
Yeah, it's in one of the yearbook them. Some picture in one of the yearbook them, Martin. Yes.
Yeah, man, but they didn't know that, man.
Yeah.
More like a movie more like a movie as what you say. Because it filmed, not on stage. It filmed, it like a set.
Yeah, because it was in Africa and a bottom field.
I never know that, Martin. I did not know that at all. I never know that. I never know that.
Yeah. So that was the time then when we kind of come out a certain little mindset,
Yeah.
And start to get a little transition in a ISTF and church things and the world changed. So you see certain little institutions that are in schools, like cadet and even Key Club and them
drama
things.
Club, whatever it is.
Drama club. Them give you them a certain outlet,
Yeah.
Because for me, drama and acting was part of it, You become another person, you take another persona. And you're able to excel in them something there. Because so you're not excel in the academics how you're supposed to excel. And Key Club and ISCF and those things.
It's like sports, It's just another, sports is the same thing. And any extracurricular type of thing.
And the best thing that listen, and that same in Meadowbrook, Martin. And that may I tell you. It's like
because when you all start, you didn't ISF too?
No, that may I tell you, I never have cricket for play, man. I don't know where that come.
Cricket, because I know say you play sunlight. You play cricket.
Yeah. So when you're there, when we win sunlight the first time, they're foreign.
Yeah, fine with them, man.
So you hear about that?
Me did hear say Meadowbrook win sunlight, yes?
Okay. But you never know nobody who play. You never know nobody who play or not like that.
But me did leave man like you down there play. You understand? Because I know say you used to play. Yeah, so them look at thing the extracurricular activities, man. It's good for the youth them to give the youth them a certain level of expression that them not having at home, you know what I mean? And them now have any youth where you see have disciplinary problems. And I'm going to tell you something even deeper now. The reason why I had difficulties reading in school, and I know the interview I go long, so you're going to cut it up wholly.
Nah, man. But so when you do this, we make you talk until you don't talk, Martin. There's
I hear that. Big respect to that. Big respect.
Yeah.
When a man come to say, remember, listen, my name not asking a question, Take it, you don't realize that. My name not ask much.
It's influence, I enjoy it, really,
yeah, man, exactly.
Honestly. Yeah, man.
I want to say, ask much if it's true, I'm going to have to say nothing more.
Big respect to that, gentleman.
Yeah, man.
And I think that may I tell you the truth now. I did have problems reading in school. I knew the words, but I couldn't read.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth of the issue is, when me come a foreign in a car, even with the subject name when me pass a Jamaica, me get in a CUNY in a New York.
At a
So when me leave
university.
me come a, right, yeah, me come a university, Baruch College. Me come in a get in a CUNY, City University in New York. And me get in with the grades them with it higher, cause then did I forget my transcript from Meadowbrook the last year, you know. The repeating year. And that was a special transcript cause only 4 subjects it have on.
Yeah.
You understand? But I have some drama, man. And so when me coming out from Meadowbrook now, come a college up here. Them give me a reading course. And I never realized it until you get the instructions that I am dyslexic. Me never know them words, left.
Yeah, the first.
And enough youth, me know. Because when me used to tell the teacher them in a first form, them used to laugh after me, sir. Me used to tell them say the word switch. Like me used to say
yeah.
Me usually say for off OF, me used to say FO.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And say the word the THE.
Yeah,
Me used to say HET. You understand what I say? Whatever it jumble.
But you know what I said during Martin, important because enough youth, even today, I grew up and people that know say, especially I can imagine that Jamaica would have the resources. I don't know if we have the resources there now to test kids.
I don't know.
And
the thing is, me that tell them from first farm in a virgin. You know me I think now. And I mean this is hindsight, but suppose then they just give you certain little corrective things from then. Without the stigma. You understand?
But I don't
know if they even knew about that. You know?
What you think about it, your parents a working class professional. Your father was a professional. I call him professional, right? More than working class, Martin.
Man, an engineer, man, physics and him. My old man teach me physics before me reach a Meadowbrook, I tell you that.
And them never aware say it possible say you were dyslexic. Just to show you.
No, them used to just turn on the belt, brother. You understand what I say? Turn on the belt, man. What you do, man? You read and you just stumble.
Yeah. You know what I mean? There's something wrong with it. The matter is, they ain't tough, boy. What's wrong with it? Them not thinking that's right. Yeah.
And I mean,
I never know.
Yeah, go ahead,
I have subsequently forgiven them. I have subsequently forgiven them, because one of the time I remember years later, I talked to my mother when me in my 40s. I said to her, I said, them little struggle I made having and we never see it. But my mother said to me that she did the best with the equipment that she had. You understand? Where them didn't know at that time. You understand? Them only know say pitney dunce are them full food. And full food pitney now you're going to teach them trade. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Outside of that, you're done. And the only remedy for dunce are beaten. You understand?
Yeah. Dante, you that said something?
No, it's basically the same thing where Martin just said. I was saying that they didn't know differently at the time. Because that's what them basically learn. So, anything at all. The solution for anything at all them time that was beaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Them never know.
Yeah, man, and the easiest solution that, man. If a man can't read, a beaten. If he can't add maths, them not can say writing. Maybe something wrong with the massive words. Or sometimes Martin, sometimes you not say. Your vision no good. And then this next guy, you can't see. You're at the back of the classroom and you can't see the front of the classroom. Are you too close to the board and you not see?
Right.
A whole heap of things. Or sometimes even a year, like myself, only 1 year, I could a year out at the time. You see what I said to you? And you just don't know. You just don't know, Martin. You just don't know.
And I mean, I show you say, the man that used to just deal with the beating part, and when I come out, I know it's one of the things that me that never disrespect New York City for what them do for me. You understand?
Yeah.
Because them teach you how to deal with your dysfunction. You understand? Them give us exercises how to read in public, and all them things. Can I go through the SEEK program and all them things at Baruch College?
So, no have a special
you know?
program for dyslexic.
Yeah, man. Them used to call it the SEEK program.
I never know that.
You know?
Yeah.
And them used to change. Because you see, Lance, you and Patrick are wicked man in a maths, you know. That's how I me remember, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You used to deal with certain sciences, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to think them to, you know, Bridget, I tell you, you know. Lance them with them man with the outer brother play doing it, and them man they pass them subject in a style. Them thing they used to piss off people in them. I tell you that, you know. Them man they road that play with our bottom field that play with, and them pass them subject and you now pass yours. You understand? Cause me friend when I practice like 6 farm. You know what I mean?
No, but Martin, full disclosure, I know. Remember when you never did it. You were there, but you probably leave because the first time I take all level like 2 subjects my pass in Martin.
Oh.
If we never play cricket, you know, wouldn't get for repeat, you know.
Oh. All right, that opened the door to me then.
Yeah, me I tell you, me gaze like you, Martin. I mean, me never had a C stream like you and I feel the top office I will but me I tell you, Martin, I'm talk about this will I see just like you and Dante, man. I when reach 5th farm, I repeat. And 6th farm, I kind of
It's straight now.
The cricket turned me around a whole here, Martin. It's like what I say if turn around the cricket and the seriousness of the cricket, the discipline the cricket put in on me. You see me, I said to you, it turned me around a certain way, man. I leave and go cast and then end up a UA part time and then finish up full time. You see me, I said to you?
All right.
So
and a whole for different. Yeah, that's a brilliant position. But yeah, what am I do to what another thing them to what I not like about Jamaica is that the competition for getting from the school them too high bridging.
Yeah.
Them not have no facility for youth were intelligent because remember, you know, the subject then when we pass with distinction, where we pass with credit, no matter pass on with distinction, when we pass with credit, was history, English, religious knowledge, and biology, right? And guess what? History is based on a story.
Yeah.
Me look upon history now as a story. So you remember the stories in a bridging. So when they're asking our O levels now about the story them, you know what the transatlantic trade thing is.
Yeah.
Because that's story. You understand? The whole of the Bible was basically a story, but it was kind of a forerunner for the job we have now. You understand what I say? But all of them something there was stories. And because my old man now was a science man, you know, right? I could not, me didn't know science like physics before me come to Meadowbrook. And why biology and all of them things they made sense to me because it was a science. So I would remember the experiments them in a bridging. You understand what I say? You remember certain things. And that is how I pass biology. And when the subject them when me pass never make no sense to people. You understand? Me pass some science, me pass some of this. You understand? So what is it all about? But when we came to New York Bridging and New York City Bridging, you know, big respect to them star because them see it, you know. Them see it. Because the brother, me remember when I go in and take the seat thing and I say, yo, I can read it. I understand what it is. And the problem why I tested bad, you know, was because it used to take longer for me to read the question.
Yeah. You can write it out if you understand the question. Yes. It's not understanding the question. It's just read it, forget it, and grasp. Yeah.
It's just the time. So I would have passed more subjects and did have a longer time.
Yeah.
But everything just stuck to the hour and a half in a bridging. Yeah. And because you so nervous now, at them time, there's something them at the jumping jacks from the page.
Yeah. So hold on, Martin, let me ask you something. So once you do the SEED program, how you pronounce that? Because the first time I hear about this, you know, how you pronounce that?
SEEK.
So when you do the SEED program then, and you go through it teach you learn how to read at a quicker pace.
Yeah, man, no. It teaches you how to deal with your dysfunction. It teaches you how to deal with dyslexia.
So
them give certain exercises, you know.
I got you.
Right?
It's like you can switch on the word them. Yes. So the letters, the letters them. Sorry.
The letters them moving on the page, you know. So them a jump up and down, you know. So what them do first is them tell you say there is no word as FO. So it must be the word off.
Oh,
So
I
you
got you.
start to program that in your mind now.
I got you. I
when
got
you
you.
see
I got you. I got you.
when you say FO, you know it is off.
Immediately your brain
So
tells you off. Yes, off.
right.
Off. Yeah, I got
So
you.
you know now. So you're reading a little bit faster now because you say, no, sir. You know, this is not like for the word ant, you know, like ant, so you have to go. You know now, so no word no go T,
TNA.
TNA.
Yeah.
Right? You know, so no word no go there, so, and sometimes it don't jumble in order, you know. Sometimes you have T, then you have the A, then you have the, you see me I say?
Yeah.
So you say there's no word like that. So it must be ants because you remember the context of what you're reading. If you read about animals and insects, where you going to put, say, tan? What is tan? It can't be tan. It has to be ant. You see me I say?
But
So
believe me, Martin, when you tell me I know, I say, I learned so much from your conversation tonight, right? It's fascinating. So what percentage of the people in the world you think are dyslexic? You must know that. I have an idea.
Oh, well, because I am dyslexic and I'm still dyslexic. Or me can be dyslexic and a preacher, Virgin. Yeah, them something they have to ask. You understand?
So what percentage of the people have that problem? That one. Answer the part first.
Boy, it's about 4 out of 10 you would come out dyslexic, you know, but them don't know. Because you have degrees of dyslexia, you know.
So it's a large percentage of the population, you know, have the problem.
It's about 4 out of 10. 40%. Yeah, that come out with something. Because sometimes you come out with ADD, you know.
Yeah.
And it masks itself as dyslexia, but it's not really ADD.
Yeah.
It's not really dyslexia. You're not spending enough time to see what the word is. Because you have dyslexia, you have ADD, attention deficit disorder.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you're not really see the thing, you know. You just you just jumble it up and just say, so. And you see, in Jamaica, them time they then beat you because they say you're done.
Yeah.
You understand?
So let me ask you something.
I get enough detention.
Yeah, that's why you're full of detention room and I thought never know that at all. All of the people in Meadowbrook never know that at all. Because back in the 70s, it was like, as I said, the people are trying to grasp it quicker. I never know that at all.
Yes, man.
Never know that
yes,
at all.
man. So in the early 80s now, when I come to school in New York now, at them time, you know, we start to get a grasp of it and knowing what it is and all of them something there. So, and even after that, I go back to Meadowbrook and try it, them in a style. One at a time, them know.
I'm just going to ask you that question there, you know. It's like,
yeah, man.
What it is like now, Dante, in Jamaica, you think, I mean, I've been there for 20 odd years. What it is like now, you think, we have systems in place where the school them can recognize when a student dyslexic?
No.
No, right.
It's still, no, I don't think so, honestly.
No, so Martin, what happened to you when you go back to Meadowbrook now? Talk about that, you know, because it's still a problem, you know. 4 out of 10 people have a dyslexia, some form of dyslexic dysfunction, or no?
Some form of dyslexia, yeah. Some form of dyslexia.
When you go back to Meadowbrook now, tell me that journey now, if it can't talk above the pay grade.
Well, it can't talk, you know, because I buck up Miss Hall. You understand?
That's the maths teacher.
The maths teacher will tell me, I got general
GP, yeah.
Yeah. And them time they never did too sanctify, you understand? But so I book her up and come out of tax office.
Yeah.
Right, them time the tax office is there somewhere in our office.
Yeah, man, in plaza somewhere. I know you talk, man.
Yeah, man. And I'm say, because this was years now later, so I say, I did all married and them thing there. And I say, Mr. remember me? And she says, your face is very familiar, but no, I don't remember you. And I say, I'm still here. And I never go into general penitentiary. That's what I tell her, you know. You understand? At that time, I go to Jamaica on vacation, and my wife is there with me. And she did here, you know? And that whole scene, they just conjure up all of things, you know? So I decide now, them time, you know, about a year or so later, Steve Samuels was the ISCF General Secretary.
Oh, for the whole island, yeah.
Yeah, I tell him, say, I want to go back to Meadowbrook, but try to see if I can help them, you know, with something, because I have all of them knowledge and I made now and thing, and But you can't. You have to have a plan when you go them thing. Me did go up on vacation and me just tell them say I want to go up there. And him allow me to go up there still and me talk to some of the kids them. You know, it wasn't like me go assembly and all of them things.
Yeah.
And me go to the school and tell the kids them my personal journey. You know, this was like in a probably it's a long time now, Virgin, but it's probably in a like 89, 90.
I thought
you know?
little after we left school. Yeah.
Right. I go back now and I tell them now, say, you know, there is better. Of course, there is hope through God you can change. But me I tell them, say, you don't, if you start off the journey like how me start off the journey, you know, you don't have to get the prescription where the work where the people them say like the teacher Miss Hall. Because when Miss Hall tell me that, you know, me never want to try no more in a bridge. Because me used to say, why the hell me ever try if me I go to penitentiary? So me as well me start penitentiary work from right now. You understand? And then look at that, some used to have, you know, me a man like Gary Salesman and some other little man, you know. We used to have them little thoughts in our head and we used to say, yo, we are gonna be the losers crew. A man like Goody, Marlon Gooden and some other little man, you know?
But it's possible St. Martin, you know, so most of the world dyslexic, you know. I never have known, you know.
And some form of learning disability.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We're not talking intellectual disability. You're completely artistic, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but we had some kind of processing issue.
Yeah, man.
You know, how we process.
And there's so much different things to that, and there was no system in place to test that at all, man.
None. I'm going to beaten star and detention and want to kick you out of school and all that.
Meadowbrook alone you blame for that, you know. Your parents and your community, everybody. It's not like it's a whole society. It's not a Meadowbrook. You know, it's not an indictment for Meadowbrook. We can make that clear, but become
very much so.
Yeah. Because I never know this Martin. I never know this at all. And what I say now is like, and Integra confirm it. That might not have changed. You know, all these 40 years, Martin. There's no system or program in place for help people with dyslexia or some form of disability.
And the youth them just decide say, oh, since you know me I got turn prisoner, so me as well
and think about it, you know, that may be one of the problems why the violence and the crime are wicked at Jamaica, you know.
It is definitely, and I can tell you based on experience, even with the school, cause you know, I was actually on the school board.
What?
Quite a few years.
Man.
Yeah, man. And, you know, as president of the Past Students Association. And I tell you what, some of the things them were me experience. Even we see some youth where we say, hey, we want to try with them youth here, you know, them environment where them in add to them behavioral issues.
Yeah, man.
And we do a whole heap of background work. We go in all the youth, them community, we take them out of the community and them get improved grades and all them things. And you have teachers that were hell-bent and being spiteful and thing, and as a result, the youth, them never get an opportunity to continue them you know, them journey.
Of course.
And I think, as you say, it's not a Meadowbrook thing.
No, it's not a Meadowbrook
thing. That is what we see in the environment. And a whole for youth, I think, have been thrown out and left in the you know
right.
the mercies.
In the rubbish heap.
Yeah.
In the rubbish heap.
Yeah, man.
To turn a certain way.
Me that head, brother. May I tell you, a rubbish heap, me that head.
Yeah.
Papa was the man who started the journey, you know, for my eye to open. So you tell me, say, yo, the behavior we have, you know, we're not really going to tolerate it no more, you know. And you're going to be out, you know. So it kind of give me a little vibes now to say, boy, yo, I forgot switch up certain behavior, you know, and certain little thing, you know, because, you know, you don't want to go down certain road. And like me say, now, get where I come from, star, you know. But we behave like get us still and behave like certain like a man and then we're there. And but the problem, the other day somebody see me from Meadowbrook. Me have a meeting with some Meadowbrook people the other day in Florida. Andrea Grant, big up yourself, Andrea Grant. Sammy and Beckford, big up yourself. You know? Ann Brown, big up yourself. Them people Did meet with Janice Brown. Big up yourself. Courtney Mark.
Buttress.
Monday. Buttress that.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself, Mark Swaby. You don't know Mark.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
man like Gary Chin, we did meet and thing and all our meet up. Not this recent time, but the time before. And me I realize, Bridging, just certain little decision or some small things really change the trajectory of your life, you know.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Just some little things where people were intervene, you know, and although Miss Hall tell me what she tell me, it's something that it shocked me in my spirit, you know. You understand? I mean, I say it shocked me because this woman I tell me no, I never realized it, you know, so my behavior was ever make me end up as a pickpocket or something, I don't a GP, you know, I don't a thief.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Never realized it. So when the man, you know, call it and start to make me know, start to take a deeper look in at myself. Yeah, at that age, you know? And start to make a change in my thoughts and change in the way I behave. But a lot of the behavior, them tell me some use some mischievous and give up trouble. And me, I tell the teacher them say, yo, I just think I was very misunderstood, you know, in Meadowbrook, you know.
But Martin, when we know about what you tell me tonight, you know, me realize it's a solution to a problem in Jamaica. I think most people understand what the solution. It could be a solution, I put it away, because there's no one solution, you know. But me I say, how much of them youth, you know, were in the gang and this and that, are dyslexic, and you can't reason them. Them so frustrated with them look on something. The words are jump all over the place for them, Martin. That's why it's so easy.
Man.
I mean, I say there's no, but you know what? Me not like complaining now. I'm not going to say for the 3 hours tonight, yeah. Meadowbrook can champion the change to that, you know. Meadowbrook can be the change.
That me feel too.
Meadowbrook can be the change, Dante, what I say, boy. Everybody come to Meadowbrook, we can say, boy, we have a system and a program in place, we're going to test for dyslexic. From first farm. First farm.
It's a simple test, you know,
we can start from that, you know.
We have to go in a lab, you know.
Yeah, we can start from that.
Or not test tube and them thing. It's a simple reading test, and you ask the child what them seeing in them head.
Yeah, we're not, trust me.
Understand?
I'm Mr. Martin, and I'm so glad you come tell the story in a Rasta. I tell you, because guess what? Me never know this in a Martin. And I say, years me know you. A long time, you know.
Yeah, man.
You see me, I said to you, we lose touch with one another party, but it come like say, we never lose touch on at all. And when you tell me this, I know, it's a solution I give me to certain things in Jamaica. And Meadowbrook can champion it here, sir. I saw me I look on it, Martin.
Put that beside that. Bridging, me would have put certain resources behind that at Meadowbrook. If we know about do some little cognitive, some simple cognitive tests, man.
Yeah, man, no.
And just somebody to go through and just test the pitney.
Yeah, man, them coming at first farm, and them coming to the first year, man.
As them coming in, Bridging.
Meadowbrook, test every student, and you test them every year. It's a simple thing. You test them every year for the first 3 years. And you know if someone improve, yes or no. Simple thing. It's a simple thing. And this not take no weight for resources, you know, Martin. It wouldn't take no weight for resources at all, you know. It's going to take resources, but may I tell you, Martin, trust me, and trust me, if Meadowbrook can champion the cause to change, you know what you can spread throughout the rest of the school in Jamaica, man. May I tell you.
For real.
But some ask the question, you know. It's like it name the people read that at all, Martin. And look how dysfunctional you were up to 5th grade at Meadowbrook. Fifth farm. And nobody know at all. The parents don't know. I say, and you talk about this now 40 years later. I say, how much people fall through the crack and end up in the rubbish heap. Because them never lucky like you, really, Martin.
That Lance.
You hear me, I tell you? Yo.
Yeah, man.
Martin.
One of the best things, them, brethren. Yeah.
Powerful.
One of the best things, them, is that...
Stressful, man. But this is not even a criticism or indictment to nobody, because when you don't know a thing, you just don't know. But it's like it's like how you know, we have to champion the cause, say, make it known, say, we have to start that.
Me, personally, yeah, me tell you, Lance, I'm going to tell you this before to start. I hope so you take it to a different level. Because me, I just love, if you get just a few people that know how to do the cognitive test, you understand? And just make the kids them who are coming from first farm. the teacher them will know, you know, because the teacher will make everybody read out. That's how a teacher know who can read in a class.
Yeah.
And you hear a child struggle. You don't blast them and say them are done and them can't
No,
read
the
and
rest
them
of the
something
class
there.
wickedly I laugh after them, which include me sometimes. I suppose the
Brethren,
man
you know, them thing that that's why I say I was more misunderstood. Because more time I tell the teacher, she say, you know what this word is, right? You know what this word is.
And she
And I say, yeah, I know what the word is. So why don't call it? And she don't understand why I can't call it while I'm reading.
No.
You see what I say?
No. A powerful story, yes, Martin. Trust me upon that, man. Your personal story as tonight is an inspiration. Is an inspiration for me, Dante. I don't know how you feel about it. It's an inspiration. I may never know this at all. May I tell you? Dante, you saw Premier Call, man, tough.
Yeah,
Martin,
man.
you know, so now we can't afford to Premier Call no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, big respect, star. Big respect to the teacher, them. Even Miss Hall, because even if you are a negative thing, it kind of jerked me away.
Yeah.
You understand? To start to think about certain
but
things.
She never know either. She not aware right either.
No, she never know.
She not aware.
She never know, brother.
Plenty people still not aware of it. Anyway, Martin, believe it or not, you know, when they attack for over 2.5, almost 1.5 hours, I'm not asking a question.
Wow.
2 hours 20 minutes they attack. And Dante, one question me ask him. What?
One question. The most.
Wow.
This is the most fluent.
Yeah, man.
So far. Yeah.
Let me ask you a couple questions, Martin. When the most embarrassing moment you can remember, Meadowbrook, you can look back on with a smile.
Most embarrassing moment. I think the most embarrassing moment I when my brother named Robert Tim beat me up on the up down at the field there right behind top house.
Oh, Bobby Shim?
You understand? Bobby Shim.
Yeah.
You know, Bobby did always tall.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah, man. Big. Yeah.
And we are play ball, you know, and thing, and I don't know what me not star. It's like either me salad him or him salad me or one of them something then and him start some like a friction happen, you know? And because me feel so young, me come from now, say reputation alone should I just make a man do one fight.
Back up.
You understand? But Bobby give me a proper horse, man, believe me. And it was very embarrassing, man, because the girl ended up on the you know the court, you know how behind the top house used to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Bobby give me the only fight me ever have a Meadowbrook, you know me, I tell you that. The only fight. Bobby give me a proper ass and God rest him soul. You understand?
In the day and I'm more with me.
No, and the man them laugh after me star and me trust me. It was an embarrassing situation, man. Very much so. Man, give me a proper backside, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
You have a certain reputation, you know.
You're bad boy, man. Yeah.
You're going the most way, you know. You're going the most way.
The most way, man. And the man put in a place. And you know, I see him class. That's like a bigger man than you.
Man.
Exactly.
I'm a bridging that, brother. I'm a bridging. You understand? And that's the thing that jumped to the forefront of my mind. So it must be that bad me all these years.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
That man have such a wide repertoire to swear for you. Remember that right? And I say, because I think Martin never say, yo, Lance, look how much embarrassing thing I tell you. For you remember something different.
Yeah, that was the most embarrassing.
For you personally, because the girl might laugh up there and all the way. Yeah.
Girl might laugh after me, and some little man in the class we come from uptown within my class, so they might look for me kind of funny. Like so them can come test.
Yeah.
So them thing there, it was embarrassing, man. Very embarrassing for me. Very.
Me ask you another question, Martin. And this kind of it different, not even different, but a man, a C.R. Franklin, a man him called me all the while, a little younger youth than you.
Yeah.
Man Terry got the said age. And him said to me, say, Jelly, ask a question and him I say, what you think can be done to inspire Meadowbrook alum to want to give back to the school?
Just my story, brother. My story and what we are talking about for the last half hour, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
If we if we can attract a certain interest,
Yeah, man,
right?
for test for dyslexia, Martin. I tell you.
And people that have learning
Disability. Yeah,
disabilities,
man.
learning, them call it cognitive reasoning. You have learning disabilities. You're seeing the thing, but not processing the same way as how you are seeing it.
Yeah.
Right? And instead of discarding those people and put them in a C stream and run them out of your class and them something like, there has to be a way where we can tap into that, because a lot of the children don't even know. Them can't. It took me a while when I got to Baruch enough to even admit to there's something I move on the page, because me I tell them I wonder if them all laugh after me, because how can something that is printed be jumping on the page? You see what I'm saying? So that is why I would never even say it in a Jamaica, You see me?
You couldn't. You're right. You're right, Martin. You're right about that.
That because,
man, I gonna laugh after you. Man, I gonna say you're mad.
Yeah.
And the next thing, man, I gonna sit in and say you're insane, no matter. I mean, where I jump after you, jump out upon you. Yeah. You're right about that, Martin. You're right. So, let me ask you something as you talk about that. How did that make you feel when you finally realized that, boy, nothing wrong with you?
Virgin, I'm gonna tell you something. I just want to tell you my career after that. When I left Baruch College, right, I started to run a security company. Then I started to work on Wall Street for 14 years. And the years that I worked on Wall Street, Virgin, I became senior vice president of the bank. So you have to understand, sir. And when I laughed to myself, that I got a position that it was math intensive. You understand? It was figures intensive. And you have dyslexia. So me look for my life now as a success. That way there. And now I'm a minister. I have to read every day and think.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is the progression of things of how I see myself. Glory to the Father for all of that still. The Almighty Creator for bring me to them levels, But that is what me that say. You get me?
Well, you have to say nothing more than that at all, man. But I just said something about the maths. I never think about it that way there. So the numbers, them jumble same like the words? Are the letters?
Yeah, all right. You used to mess me up now, Meadowbrook. It's like when them give the long thing them for add, like 100 plus 350 plus that plus this plus that.
Yeah.
Them thing that taught to people who have dyslexia, Virgin. Because every one I number them a move.
I move.
Now tell you that. And it's not that you can't do it, But what you have to do is take longer for do it,
Yeah, that take a whole day. Yeah.
All right. You can know when somebody has struggled with dyslexia. You see if them use like a ruler and them come down each line.
Yeah.
You understand? I steady them. I try steady the something them on the page.
I try to prevent the word let them number them from moving. Right. Yes.
Yeah. I steady them. I steady it. I come down. So let's say them give 100 plus 200 plus 300. Me I forgot 100. Then move down the ruler 200. Then move down the ruler and me write it down as me go. So if you are in a test situation, you can't pass a test, Virgin. You need an extra hour to catch up with the rest of picking them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I run out of time more quicker than anybody else. Yeah,
we run out of time. So in the US now, right? In the US, they have a thing named special ed that's supposed to deal with that, right? But special ed now, how it is now in special ed, it's like them just call you a C stream and them give you a diploma, but them give you a special ed diploma. So no care where you go, it have a blight on it.
Yeah, man, that's a stigma. That's a stigma treater. I don't like that at all. None of that me want. That's not what
right, because Lance, nobody do some teaching at the school and all of them things.
Yeah, man, me that teach. I've been teach fifth grade for about little less than 2 years. And trust me, no, Martin, I think back on me, I said, me almost convinced that most of them youth are dyslexic now. Same thing. Because the same stream of youth them were just troublesome and just, it look like them never want to learn and just give pure trouble and talking. But maybe the word them that I jump all over the place for them, Martin. And you see the special ed, when them are brand new, them are serving them, I don't love that at all. It's like the secondary branding at Jamaica, man. And it's like a deliberate thing. What you brand new them for? Correct. Nobody never
Yeah.
brand new Martin and say, boy, you're a special ed or not like that at all. You just learn
No.
to correct yourself. Right.
You know, and you have some correction and go through.
Yeah.
But enough youth, anytime you want to know, you just set the youth who get the most trouble in the class and not do him work.
And him disrupt the whole class, you know, Martin.
Exactly. And that's what me used to do.
Yeah, you disrupt
the whole class.
Yeah, because the easiest thing that you know, if the word I heard here, we have to look on class for, I do the work for.
Exactly.
Wow.
And them youth, they must target and find out what going on them head space.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah, go ahead, Martin.
Go ahead. No, man, you go ahead, man.
No, man, I tell you, it's a bit of what I learned from me tonight. This is a task we can take on. That's how me see it, Greg. I don't know you see it, but based on information we learned from Martin tonight first, and this is something we can take on and we can start at Meadowbrook and test it out at Meadowbrook. I'm going to tell you, change gap in Meadowbrook in our society if we do that simple. I don't want nobody when I'm done this, I'm going to give you them more them have special ed and this and that. I don't want to cost my program in Martin, because I'm going to edit it out, you know.
Me understand.
Because, just cut out them branding thing we give the youth them, man. Just correct the youth them problem and move them on.
Move them on.
We're talking about a special ed class, I'm going for all them rubbish. I don't love them thing at all.
What I say is that look at my life, Bridget. My life turn around.
Then that may I say, Martin, exactly.
I understand. You know, that make me feel good as a man, you know, as a young man them time there.
Yeah.
So I'm a fool star. Because I know, so I never fool now, because I pass science subjects.
Yeah.
Anything that comes in a story form, I can mash up that test there.
Yeah, exactly.
So history and literature, I mash up them something there. You understand? Right? And things that make sense, it mash up, it's easy to mash up. But sometimes people have cognitive difficulty. You understand? Them have auditory difficulty because you know, so we learn through the senses, you know.
Yeah, man.
Some of us we learn through the eyes, some learn through the ears.
And some learn through doing it, Martin. Some learn by doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'll give you an example. You will see a youth in your class. When you teach him, he might look through the window. Right?
Yeah.
Don't think you're not here, you know.
No, I'm not here. But you might learn different.
Because he probably is an auditory learner.
He might listen. Yeah.
He might listen to the thing. He not look at you because he don't learn to by viewing you. He learn by listening to you. You see me, I say?
Yeah.
But we not penetrate them things there in Jamaica. We not even do it right up here, you know, because, special ed is a big business over here, you know, because they're ready to make your picnic go take all kind of something riddling and all that.
Them try.
You understand?
Them come to me with my daughter at about to read. I say, listen, come to me. I almost have to go wild upon them. I say, listen, come to me
man.
I tell them, I never, because I know the branding went bad, because I'm in the school system, Martin. I tell people all the while, you know, the school system, yes, sir. I don't know about Jamaica, because Jamaica is much better than yes, sir. The school system, yes, sir, in the United States is a cesspool.
Of course.
Me used to teach tonight, Dante, in the elementary school system. Me come from the belly of the beast, as me I say. So me are telling them about certain things in the school system. Me never going to talk about it too much because I don't want to go up and attend it to them because I feel passionate about it, you know. I'm angry about it when I think about it sometimes. Or they might treat you.
Yeah.
Because I was in the system, Martin. As a teacher, I say, listen, I'm not someone for teach you. I'm not someone for deal with you at all. I'm not rating, but I don't want to go up and attend it today because me there whole night of courses and I don't want to do that. I don't want.
You may tell you, Lance. You may tell you.
Yeah.
Right now, Bridget, me will put resources towards this.
No, man. No,
man. Trust me. We have people at Jamaica who do them thing already, you know.
Yeah. No,
you
man.
Understand?
No.
Okay.
I try put together something small and then I say if we can do Dante have whole heap of contacts with the school and everything.
Yeah, man. Me and the principal.
Dante have them connection to Martin. And if we even do a test thing for some while, we'll find we'll do a test run, Dante. I'm serious about this one. This I want him to come in for Sarah. And me and Martin, I'm gonna make an exchange number with Martin. And you try arrange up to do what I call it, a pilot then. That's the word I look for, man.
Pilot.
A pilot
program.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or a
man.
proof of concept,
Yeah,
whatever
man.
it
Yeah,
is,
man.
you
Yeah,
know?
man. Yes, we
Yeah.
come in to say, we
Yeah.
want this. Yeah, Martin work
The
out the numbers
cognitive
and the
skills of a
details.
child.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cognitive skills of a
Yeah,
child.
yeah,
Nothing
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with that.
yeah,
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 if them
yeah.
have recognition, if them are hear right, if them are see
Right.
if them are understand right.
I'm going to send you Martin
Because,
number and send you Dante
yeah.
number, Martin, and then work it out. Trust me
Do
upon
that,
that.
man.
Because
Do that.
No,
Do that.
no, we can do that, man. With ease.
it better me just go and have them conversation here. Because you don't want to trap me. Me have every time I have a conversation, that new idea I get from somebody, you know.
Something come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's why I love the
That-
conversation, Martin. Trust me. I'm glad say come on, you know, come talk. Because you never know what you expect, you know, Martin. And that me I say, but I say, listen, me no business where I come, you know. I just want to hear a man's story here, sir. You see me I said to you,
Blessed
Martin.
love, Virgin. Blessed love, man. I appreciate the opportunity to hear my part of the story, Virgin.
Yeah,
and
man.
all my journey through Meadowbrook, you know?
Man. But
Into where me didn't know.
Yeah. Let me ask you a couple more questions.
No problem.
And
No problem.
that one I know, how it make you feel that bring up back all the Meadowbrook memories after all these years?
Well, wonderful, you know. I'm going to tell you why. Because I feel, say, like, it's a podcast, many other people are going to hear this, and enough people probably are going even people who are current Meadowbrook, you know, students probably will hear this. I mean, their parents.
Yeah.
And them can probably look into this story, you know, and say, boy, my youth are giving me trouble in a school, you know. I wonder if, you know, is a youth like Martin, or you see me I say, I wonder if this youth understand certain things. And I don't want the parents them feel say you can't get up on your pitney them star. That me I try to tell you. You understand? Because it was easy for all my parents give up on me, but even after them mess up in a Meadowbrook star, them still bring me come a foreign and make me come a college a foreign. You understand?
Yeah.
So don't give up on your kids them star, you know? Because your kids them probably are dealing with a whole heap of things, you know. You understand? A whole heap of things, especially now you live in a certain area, certain little things, you know. So me bringing up Meadowbrook memories, it opened a door in my mind. Because the memories them very vivid in a virgin. Because them struggle that me have in a school.
Right, no,
so
man.
it's
no,
very
right.
vivid.
Right.
You know?
But may I tell you this, Martin, based on me hear you talk tonight, I look on things different than known. Just from your story, I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Before, me the thing says like maybe I do where the youth them grow up, and some of that might have to do with it. But more importantly, you know, if we not test youth them a certain way, I think that's a bigger issue than when the environment, you know.
Of course.
Much bigger issue. Because you never come from the environment, Martin, while lead a certain way. And you still behave a certain way. You see what I said to you? So I say, we missed the boat big time, Martin. And I say, Martin. But you know, I'm not going to complain too much. Because I say, there is a solution. I can send on each other numbers there before I forget. But this is something I tell you, say, I feel passionate about Dante and Martin. I want to work out something that we can do something for this Meadowbrook to trust me.
Yeah, man.
Every time.
Boy, I still love Meadowbrook. You know, so every time I go to Jamaica, I still drive up there. Just to look on the school.
Every time. I ask you about that. That's my last question. Because I have to ask you that question. Because I need to know why I love Meadowbrook so much. But I come with that. I see the one for the last one. But I ask you a second to last question. For the two I know. Is there any question or topic where you think we could have asked you? Or anything where you want to bring up, but we never bring up none at all. Before, I ask you the last question.
Why certain things are for the behind the paid wall, you know, because certain students used to there with certain teacher, you know, so I don't know. I don't know. That's a definitely pay-per-view thing. You understand?
You know, I forgot about Meadowbrook memories behind the paid wall. That are just members only here, Martin. Members only.
Yes, sir.
Members only podcast, Dante. I'm going to pay for come hear them conversation.
Right.
Martin, we didn't have them here, but a special one down the road that I'm going to come pay a whole heap of money. I would donate the money towards the school and all. So what?
Yeah, man.
Enough
I said,
enough
I
conversation.
tough make a things, man.
Yeah, man, me know, man. All the way have stuff behind paywall conversation, man. You say, yo, Lance, that can't come public on podcast. Because who want you them want to go to school can hear the conversation here, Martin. So I have to keep.
Yeah, man, I whole heap of things, man. Because one time when I was not in the place that I was at, we did all want to beat all the metalwork teacher, you know, and the name Mr. Simon. Simon, we used to
That's
Simon,
Simmons. Yeah,
yeah.
man, me know you that's Sims the attack.
Yeah, Kingston.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
used to go like him a bad man, you know. We are trying to and say, yo, you're not bad enough.
Yeah, man,
yo.
remember,
And
man, remember. This is why I like my bad man. Remember exactly what you attack, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
and because you're still in a khaki, and we didn't want to beat him quietly. You understand? Just go in at the metalwork place and lock all the door and just beat him in there, you know. Because I know, so I'm not going to tell nobody, you know, because him, you know, I'm scared.
Yeah, man, like, she's my bad man. Yeah, man, him not going to make nobody know that teacher beat him, that student beat him up at
the
time, man. No.
beat him up in there because we didn't want to do that.
So,
And
Dante.
the first man used to drive a GTO, you know, remember? He used to drive that big American car, there, man.
Yeah,
The
man, yeah, man,
GTO
yeah,
there.
man. Dante them don't know him, man. Him used to coach the Sunlight team, Dante, before the dread come. He was the last, yeah, man. Mr. Simpson, yeah. Simon, man. But I just say, Martin, behind the paid wall here, so enough things we can't
No, man, this talk can't come out.
No.
People have to
Dante, is there any question before me ask Martin the last? Is there any question I could ask Martin when me never ask him at all?
I think, yeah, you covered everything, and Martin was so fluent. I think everything came out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And one other thing I want to say is that the discussion, you know, probably even taught me something about myself that I didn't know. You know,
really,
in terms of because I know I'm thinking that I may have had is some sort of ADD or something.
Dyslexia, yeah.
Yeah, because what happened is that I used to pass the exams. I used to pass every exam. But I used to get a whole heap of trouble till one time Span actually looked for me and said it's unfair because I waste everybody time and I do what them do in a year in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Similar thing, Martin, you see it.
And now me realize probably me had one of them issues there too.
Right.
Yeah, because after a while me get bored in other class and disrupt.
That was me.
And thing, you know.
That was me. All of the science class them in a start. Me get the concept long time, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like physics now. I remember all like Newton's third law of motion. I learn all them things there in a start. Me know them something there. Me can build all know how to use prism and all of them things there. Me learn them things there. Right? But after a while, Bridget, it's like the class them too slow now, you know? When they're supposed to move to all the next challenging thing, them still gone back on something else. And me just tune out and just start get peer trouble.
Yeah.
You understand?
Real man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Powerful conversation this morning. Trust me.
Yeah, man. Really enjoy the conversation today.
Me too, sir. Me too.
I'm glad you invited me on this one, Jelly.
No, listen, let me tell you, Dante. I'm a brother say, I'm saying in the introduction, my brother says to Mr. Jelly, at a Froggy, I'm Martin or Froggy, the Wayne Fuller.
Yeah.
When me tell him, say, boy, I need a man to come help me co-host for Martin, here at Froggy, you know. Jelly, you don't need nobody else but Dante, you know. When you're Dante up on the program, you know, I hit that.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Lance, you don't need no Lance him call him, not say Jelly, the Lance. What's wrong with you? Dante is the man, I want you.
Yeah, man, I'm glad, man.
Say, don't know Dante. Anytime, I would say you're the best night watchman of the business, man. Anytime I call you for anything, man. And it no matter who, as it look, at the turnout, you know. Can you never know Martin? You never know Martin at all. But no matter.
No.
It no matter. Because
and we have so much in common in terms of the way
exactly.
School and the way life turn out, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, man. Trust me, Dante. I'm glad me can call upon you anytime, yeah, man. You know, I say no,
I love this, man.
You know, I say no, at all.
And why I tell you, Lance, from you start this thing last year, Bridget, I tell you, man, I say, yo, Bridget, a good thing this year, man.
Yeah,
you
man.
understand?
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
a good
Yeah,
thing.
man.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, and it going to appeal to more than you know.
Well, not
Because
no.
some people when me I hear all a comment on certain things, you know. Me have to go look back and say, boy, I never hear that one there, you know.
Yeah.
You understand?
But me I tell you,
And me have to go back into the archives.
for go
You
listen back them
understand?
there. Yeah, exactly. Now, man, I'm not telling you,
You
when
know?
your one come out, Martin, and it going to be a minute before it come out because enough people have in front of this. So it's a matter to you. But trust me, I'm going to send it to you behind the paid wall, make you can listen.
I actually look forward to this, to listening to over.
Yeah, man, I'm going to send it to
Yeah,
you, Martin,
yeah.
man. Privately behind the
Yeah.
paid wall because we can't do that to some of them. If a man ask to feed me, do that. This is what I said to you. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I'm not going to
Yeah,
wait, man,
man.
because this one I'm going to interest him, man. More I am Martin listen back this over, man. And I'm just say, a
For
very few things we have to edit here, Martin. And like the Permacal one, you give me whole heap of editing work with that one. So,
me know.
because it's so too close to home, man. So I have to say, you know what? Me never too want to touch people can't too much here, Martin. Me just want to keep it friendly and easy. So I said to you. Because trust me, you see,
yeah, man.
your conversation tonight, Martin, more, as a matter of fact, I've got to think about it, you know, but this is such a powerful conversation. More as to listen and when you give them the feedback before me even decide on that. But this is a powerful conversation, Martin.
You probably want to bring this forward.
You don't know my mind already, Daddy. You don't know my mind already. This is not one we never want to hold back, Martin, and that may I tell you. And so may I think about it. I see what I think about it.
Real conversation.
Yeah, man. I see what I think about it. Exactly right. You don't know me as a Dante. Me not go hold back this one at all. Me just go.
Like that.
Me not go hold back this one. This powerful, man. This inspire me, Martin. Trust me. Anyway, let me ask you the last question because you know why? Because when you started, I say, Martin loved Meadowbrook so much same way to write, despite his experience. So let me ask you the question: what made Meadowbrook magical?
Well, the people, you know. I'm going to tell you what made Meadowbrook magical to me, that I have pleasant memories. The man was named Pekka. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Pekka we used to sell outside. You understand? Because Pekka used to sell at evening time, there's some colorless sandwich where come in like it have steak in it. So you see, it trigger some memories, you know? And then the characters, them were used to come and Meadowbrook during them season there, you know? It brings some good memories, brethren. Good memories. And I really believe in Meadowbrook. I was very disappointed the other day when them did have this fight in front of Meadowbrook and it come on.
Yeah. I was
social media.
I
was very disappointed, you know. But me say, boy, it's the signs of the time. I just saw some people say this is just the way how it is right now.
Yeah, I would
fight over man or something like that.
I would this program, especially this conversation, as we'll put it out. As some positive I put out for Meadowbrook. So we're going to use this opportunity to turn and put out a different information about Meadowbrook. And say, more than man remember, when people listen, remember what we can do for Meadowbrook by correcting, learning, disability.
Me, I tell you that, Bridget. I am willing to commit certain resources, Bridget, of people who I know, already, and even if there's and financial resources to help some youth to come in first farm, second farm, we are struggle. And them get paid trouble because me that.
Them not even aware.
And they don't know why them get trouble. Them don't know why them get trouble.
Man, me send you Dante number, man, and Dante have your number, man. And as me say,
love that.
This one never come out earlier, Dante. My name never wonder. Me know this one never come. This one come out earlier than me even ever think. Quicker than me think. So because me have that editorial responsibility. Yeah. But continue, Martin. Not that what we make Meadowbrook magical. The people them and the character them.
The people them, Bridget. The people them. And me I tell you now, and the teacher them, they was dramatic, you know, but Top was a dramatic youth.
You remember Mrs. Fidget?
Miss Fidget, Roma Fidget.
Yeah.
Remember them not see me getting enough worries, man. See, and the one Patrick Chester. You understand? Back in them time there.
Yeah.
Roma Fidget. And Miss Packer, where used to teach art.
Oh, yes. I remember her name. Yes, as a call her
Miss
name.
Packer.
Yeah.
You know? So all of them people was very instrumental. Cause we used to look upon them as some little drama people, you know. And Tin, just the way how Tin used to walk with their head up and him, walk brisk
And the
through the
back,
place,
lean back
man.
and all them with it. Yes,
Yeah. The man, just the characters that made Meadowbrook at that in that era there, that it was special, man.
Yeah,
you know,
Meadowbrook was
the original monkey spanner. You understand?
Yeah. I take a girl that man to the love, hearted.
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I
Yeah.
want to say, boy, big up to the memory of Mrs. Morris, Dr. Morris.
Yeah.
She give me back my second chance at Meadowbrook after wasting 4 years at Meadowbrook. You understand? Big up to our star. I don't know if
man.
her husband still living, but me know her son Stephen and her daughter them and thing, you know, Grace Morris and yeah, big up to them, man. Big up to them,
Morris,
you know.
A girl, I
Nice.
talked to Martin went to school in the 90s. Last week Friday, Melanie, what's her name? Folks, yeah. She big up Dr. Morris because she talked about that. Fair conversation is a good one too, because in the 90s there was a scandal in Jamaica and Dr. Morris was the principal at the time where Meadowbrook come out as a top school. I seen the article, Martin. Top school.
Yeah, man. Love that.
Top
Love
school,
that.
man. Because and them do the investigation and Meadowbrook came out clean as a whistle. She talked about that on Fair Conversation. Melanie talked about that. I said Dr. Morris was so proud of that and all. She big up Dr. Morris as they call her name. That's call her name. Anyway,
yeah, man,
gentlemen.
I have to big up them people.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you the last question before we close it out. And any closing remark? Dante, you go first. Any closing remarks?
You know, I just want to say it's a pleasure, you know. It's always a pleasure, Jelly, you know that. And, you know, through your thing, I'm glad to meet Martin. You know, we have Meadowbrook link and we have a Pembroke link, like even though Mr. Hillsman. But you know, and I'm happy to hear your story. As I say, it has probably taught me some things about myself, and I'm sure that it will be a valuable you know, there are some valuable lessons in there for
the rest
even
of the Meadowbrook community, yeah.
For the rest
And the Jamaican
community.
And the Jamaican community. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Not just the Meadowbrook community, man. Entire world, but we start with Meadowbrook first, because that's our love.
For real.
Yeah, man.
We start with our love first, man.
Yeah, man.
Any closing remark from you, Martin, before we close out the program, yeah?
Well, like I said, to this program and this platform, I have so much respect. I mean, really, thanks for having me on, you know. And big up to all of my foundation brethren from Permacal coming all the way up to Meadowbrook. You don't know, a man like Dingo, man like Patrick Prince may attack, and you know all of the crew where used to work come at school a man.
Dragon Miller, Michael Miller.
Original Michael Dragon Miller. Yeah. Big up yourself, Dragon. Anywhere in the world, you're there.
Yeah.
All right.
Even if I'm Permacal when I have a number of female, but I think I send it to you. Martin.
Yeah, big up yourself, Michael Miller. And all the people them, and most of all, you know, for all of the people them that took time out to help me to grow and to understand certain things. And you know, and like me say, you know, Dr. Miller, big up Dr. Morris, you know, and all of that, you know.
Dr. Margaret Morris. I can make sure I identify.
Margaret Morris, yeah. Morris.
Yeah.
And just a word, well, if you have a child when we're giving a lot of trouble and all that thing, and you've tried everything, you know, and you beat him and you punish them and all of that, and it not working out, you know, try to see if them have a learning disability, a processing issue, you know, that would help significantly. And of course, big up to the ISF crew, Paulette and Steve, bye-bye, Senior. Big up yourself. You don't know me, brother. Leighton Forrest. Yeah, Erta, Roxanne, Carleen, Ral. Big up to Ono. Nelly, the original Nelly from Patosi, 86 Patosi. Big up yourself. All of the people them and everyone from the group that Dr. Samuel, Stevie, big up yourself, Bridget. You don't know. And Marcia Lecky, big up on yourself. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All of the group there are still about, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And just thank you for the opportunity to tell my story and the transformation we God bringing in my life, you know. So thank you.
Yeah, man. You're welcome,
Yep.
Martin. You're welcome.
Yeah, man.
But gentlemen, believe it or not, I'm say just 5 minutes short of 3 hours, Martin. This has been one of the most inspiring conversations I've done. Trust me upon that, because me never.
Thank
It's
God
like,
for
trust
that.
me, you see your conversation is like, me have my dyslexic moment. Me I say, right, so me never see it that way before until you open me eye to certain things. So you know what, Martin Brown,
Yes.
Dante, Donovan Thomas, Tegreg, on behalf
Yeah,
of
man.
me, Glister, Lancelot, Jelly, Prince, and all of them names I forget, cause any one of them names they will do, as you know. Because Martin called me Lance all night.
Yeah.
Because they know me. You see what I said to you? Dante even said Jelly.
Yeah.
It no matter what you call me. Me there same way. You see what I said to you? So, I appreciate the two of you coming here tonight to come spend the 3 hours. This is a wonderful, wonderful conversation. And I say, God bless the whole away. And God bless
Yes.
that great school at 2A Meadowbrook Avenue. We love to have them conversation here. And like a
Yes,
nothing.
sir.
I like a nothing, Martin. Like we never left school. Like a nothing. I
It's
reminisce.
true. It's true.
Like,
It's true.
we could have gone for longer, I tell you, we could have gone for
Yeah, man.
But thank you, here, sir. Have a good night. God bless you all.
All right.
And God
God
bless
bless
that.
you
Blessings,
all,
man.
you know. All
Blessings.
right. Keep up on the
Yeah,
head
man.
and hold up on the head.
Yeah,
All
man. And
right.
God bless that
All
great
Yeah,
school
man.
at 2
Good.
Meadowbrook Avenue. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for listening to Meadowbrook Memories. And remember to give us all the support and encouragement you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. And special thanks to my production manager, Kyle Prince, who takes care of everything involved in getting the podcast out every week. And without him, this podcast would not be possible. It is his expertise that allows me to do what I love doing every week, having great conversations about Meadowbrook memories, and he's responsible for everything else. So again, thanks to my production manager, Kyle Prince. So remember to like, share, and subscribe these Meadowbrook Memories podcasts, so neither you nor your friends will miss another Meadowbrook conversation. Thanks.